Alrighty, guys, welcome back once again, back live, Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. My name is Grant, sitting beside Mr. Ben Francis. How are we, Mr. Francis, after your break?
Oh, legendary.
Right?
I think I was just as nervous as him, maybe more.
I'll tell you what, he had me sweating in my chair.
Yeah.
It was like I was working out over here.
Bullets.
It was crazy. So a little bit of a special treat. We have Mr. John Schmidt on the mic. We have him mic'd up, so we'll let him kind of get into getting some racking going. He's mic'd up, at least for the first little bit of whatever this next run is going to produce.
He's got his poutine, so
does.
Look out.
He does. And
Hey, guys, yeah, we got the mic on today. I think people are probably sitting there wondering, like, what do I feel like when I miss and I end it? But, you know, I've done that so many times, missed a ball when you want to keep going that, you know, it's part of the game. And it's disappointing, but encouraging, shows that I'm playing right and playing well. And I think, you know, my goal here is to, like, get up and run another big run right back-to-back. I think that'd be nice. I probably should run 8 and miss on purpose, though, because statistically, you're not going to just run big back-to-back numbers. But here we go. Let's see what I can do. See if I get lucky, get rolling.
What a treat to have him mic'd up, too.
Right.
Make sure you guys are sharing that stream lots for us.
This table's playing super nice. It's funny. I've been playing pool for a long time, and running a big number like that's still fun and entertaining and challenging for me and exciting. And I appreciate all you guys letting me do what I love to do, and you're tuning in to watch and all that. It's been fun.
And the crowd is loving it. I suppose you got the Facebook over there, correct?
I do.
All right.
Well, we got to get rid of this 14 there pretty soon.
Sorry, I guess
We
I can
are.
put that in a position where you can see that, I guess, Ben.
We are live on Facebook and YouTube, guys, so make sure you're clicking the thumbs up on the YouTube and sharing the Facebook stream.
Indeed. And after that
And
run,
you know, you guys saw a 346 there, and it really puts in perspective how great what Jason Shaw did. I mean, that's double what I just did, and you saw how much had to go right for me to run 346. So hats off to him. He's a super talented player, incredible player. And I mean, 714, my goodness, that's twice what I just did there. Just kind of puts it in perspective for you.
that statement.
Well, I think I left this 2-ball too long.
That statement right there
Left
just
the
shows you
2-ball
the
a little too
class
long
that this
here.
man has.
Super class act. Yeah, I'm very impressed. The link for the queue again. Can't find it, says Tom. We'll flash that up as soon as John is done with these last
You know
4
what? I'm
balls
just
before
gonna,
the break ball.
I'm just going to pin it.
Pin it. Pin it as well. But for anybody
Yeah, I messed
listening
up
without
there, boys.
their comments on www.cslipl.com. All he needs is to stop before the horn. Todd, what's up, buddy? Yeah, long time no see. Todd, you tuned in for a good one today.
Well,
pal.
this is about as ugly of a pattern as you're ever going to see.
Yeah, this was not his finest work. But like he said, it's really hard to like put up those big numbers in succession.
Yeah.
So
I would suspect that doesn't happen. Look at this.
Come on now, don't
juice.
hook me after all that.
Oh my goodness, how good
Look
did
at
you
this.
stroke it?
Well, that's rotten.
Oh,
I
That's
hit that
evil.
pretty good, too.
That's just evil.
Evil. Well, I'm glad that happened because you just can't get up and run a million every time. Honestly.
he did.
Well,
say,
some people can, not me.
He did.
Well,
say
let's try to
wouldn't be
kick
so
it in.
bad
This
if
looks
he-
pretty easy.
If he ran 8.
11, side pocket.
What a shot! Almost.
Is John still shooting with the P3? He's shooting with his Mr. 626 P3. Of course,
Yeah, there's a warm-up miss there.
that is made by Predator. We do have a draw going
I'm
for
in
that
Canada,
right now.
so of course I've got poutine for lunch. I don't know if you guys at home have ever had poutine. I can't believe they don't serve it in America. It's French fries with like a light brown gravy and cheese curds, and it's the greatest thing ever. But you guys don't need goalies for hockey. I will say that. That's one adjustment I got to make.
So if you want in on that cue that John has, I'm just going to mute his mic here real quick. If you want in on that cue that John is playing with, we've got that up as a sweepstakes. $20 gets you in to win. CSLIPL.com. Click on shop. It'll be right there. You'll also see right next to that option, you can own a piece of history. The Mr. 626 cloth up also and available on that same website. You can own a piece of history. All right, let's turn.
I'll tell you,
John
it's amazing,
back on.
though, the pressure I feel when I get on a run that big. My goodness, man. I mean, I was just pressure.
He did.
Every shot looks like a basketball through a Cheerio. Believe me.
He did.
I gotta get up this night.
When we muted his mic there, he was saying hi to his wife. So Felicity, if you're out there, John said hi to you and that he misses you. Hasn't seen you for 3 weeks, so I'm sure he's excited. You know.
Oh yeah,
Only a couple more days.
heading back Sunday for you.
Golly, I'm making a mess out of this one too.
Yeah, tell John to go to Tim Hortons, get some coffee. Yeah, I don't think coffee helps with pool.
Yeah, it gives you the good old. And I know full well because I drink coffee by the bucket.
You can attest. You're a professional on this subject.
I am, especially at Tim Hortons. I'm an aficionado.
Yeah, they should sponsor you, but then they would go broke.
They would.
They need you to buy every day.
I fully support the Tim Hortons around Calgary, not just by my house either. I don't know if there's a Tim Hortons coffee shop anywhere around that I don't know the location of.
Yeah, like they have a little charity organization, and I'm sure Grant has sent like 2,000 kids to camp.
Of course. Well, listen, all those kids need to go to camp, you know. What's going on, Mr. Rutherford? How are you, my good man? I did see your message. I just haven't had time to respond back as of yet. Oh, look at the inside juice on that ball.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful little shot. Spins down for the 1. 4 is going to be the break ball. 8's going to be the key ball.
Correct. Good assessment.
I'm actually trying to copy Joshua Filler, Jason Shaw, and those great players. I'm trying to play a little bit looser and not so careful on my patterns, and just try to fly through some racks and try to steal that first 100 or 2 without wearing myself out. I mean, they both have the right style.
Well, and it's a good thing.
Sometimes I find myself playing a little too careful, and you know, I mean, I'm on a run of 14. I'm over here trying too hard, so I want to try to open up a little bit.
I'm really glad
And you might see a few more position errors and bad patterns when I do that. And then as the run progresses, maybe I smarten up a little bit and take my time more.
I'm glad he pointed out the differences between the style of play. Mm-hmm. There's so many different ways that you can play this game, but in my opinion, to pick it apart the way that he does with the cue ball control is just, it's ungodly to watch.
Big shout out to David Harding racking up the balls today.
Yep. And for anybody that's getting
Hey,
tickets.
Pops, if you're at home watching, I miss you, love you. And when I get home, we're going to go on a bike ride. Get the couple Yamahas out and get out there and ride a little bit before I got to go back east with Mark Wilson. Really looking forward to that. I missed the motorcycling with you, Pops.
For anybody that did get a ticket, I will get all of those caught up here at the end of the
Clip
day.
this on the other side of me. Can you clip this on this side? I got hung up in the cord there. David Harding's touching my butt right now. This is pretty exciting. It's the most action I've got here in Calgary. I kind of like the way Felicity does it better, but yeah, it'll do for now. Yeah, that'll work, Betty.
Little microphone adjustment. Yeah, you don't want to get hung up in that cord on your backstroke, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I think ideally you put that
See,
down
here's
your
a
shirt.
perfect example, and I'm not faulting anybody, but really, I would not want to shoot this in a tournament. Shooting this and just ramming into these balls, I would try to pick them off. But I think for a home run derby type thing, this might be the right shot. You know, but I don't like shooting shots where I don't know what I'm going to shoot next, because I was taught to play, you know, real careful. But I think for this format, that was the right shot there.
As you can see, he almost
And it helps me
nailed
conserve
it.
a little bit of energy
because he almost wasn't on the one. You know?
I think he still had the 8 ball.
Yeah. But you can see,
Well,
like, kind of what he was
there's a lot
talking
of
about.
Yeah, of course.
It's easy to get jammed in there, you
Yeah.
know? That's something
Well,
I
we saw that,
definitely
I
learned.
think, on day 3, his first run at this table, where that cue ball kind of snuggled in right in the middle of a donut, kind of sandwiched him between
On a
couple of
199?
balls. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
that was
bumped this
real
6
straight.
out. Well, not exactly. Now this rack here is getting away from me a little bit.
Raymond says, I know about Tim Hortons because of a Canadian YouTuber I follow. I actually follow 2 of them. Raymond, we better be one of them.
Right?
We're not exactly YouTubers, but
We're not.
we're on YouTube.
But we do love our Tim Hortons.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody from Tim Hortons is listening, I would be your #1 sponsor. I guarantee it.
Yeah, because you'll get your money back.
Right?
Yeah.
Whatever you sponsor him for, you'll get it back. You'll give it right back.
Let me tell you, you couldn't sponsor me enough coffee.
Yeah, the straight pool players don't slam bump
But
into
if I
balls
miss
as
my
much
angle
unless they
right
need
here, I'm
to.
done.
That's right.
Yep, I'm in big trouble.
And yes, exactly. Anyone wanting to get some high run should
I
try
really
to get
butchered
their
this
pace
rack.
up.
Lord have mercy. So now I got to make the 5, the 6, shoot the 12, push the 10 out. I made a mess here.
Yeah, this is what he was talking about. Like, he's not guaranteed
Get off the rail.
to be on a ball, you know, if he went into them. That's a pretty good shot, though, I
That
think.
will do the trick. 6-11.
Yeah, he was
Take the
talking
12
about.
ball, bump the 10.
That was a good shot there.
He was talking about shooting the 12 first to bump the 10.
Mm-hmm. Could do that too.
Just
for
because,
sure.
because I think if he saves it for last, then he has to be on the ball up table, right?
Yep.
The 15, which just doesn't work, you know. But look at the control. Look at how well he controls the breakout ball.
So I'm showing you guys how to not play straight pull this rack. Oh no, easy.
Yeah, that's flying. That's flying.
Oh, he's good.
Ugh.
He's okay.
He's all right.
He loves to have lots more angle, though, on these kind of shots.
He sure
All
does. Just want to put this up here as well, guys, for those that are looking to get a piece of history
Well, if
that
you
was
ever
made.
have a chance to come up to Calgary, Canada, I'll tell you what, this is one beautiful place. Super nice people, super clean, safe city, great food. I mean, it's one of the nicest places I've ever been. I've been fortunate enough to travel around with pool stuff, and I really like it here. My wife's Canadian. I actually have to go home in 2 days and go to an immigration meeting to get her, you know, immigration stuff done. And, you know, she's so fretting that I'm going to forget her birthday or her middle name. I said, babe, when they see us argue, they'll know we're a couple. You're going to get stamped for approval. No problem.
So if you're looking to get a piece of that history, guys, that cloth is available. They won't last long. They are at a reduced price. That was the deal that we made with
Well,
John.
I got hooked there.
They
No,
are
maybe not.
available on our website,
Yes, I did.
www.cslipl.com.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's
Each one is individually numbered.
well, I could try the combo on the side. I mean, good luck with that.
Comes with a certificate of authenticity. Sorry,
Oh,
I'm trying to
check
talk
that
in
shot out.
between John here. Is this a demo or a real attempt? It is a real
Wow.
attempt. He
That's
just,
hard to do there.
just put up his high run of 3-4-6 on the last rack. So
4 and a corner, hopefully.
but we did put the
Wow,
mic
John
on him.
Shaw over here. That was a good one there.
So we did put the mic on him just to kind of help ease the tension a little bit, get that out of his system, and then if he starts crawling up towards those higher numbers, I'm sure he'll take that mic off. Just ordered mine. Any chance I can get the 626? John and I did talk about that. The 626 piece of cloth, I think we're going to put up as an auction item.
Well,
The 626
That
piece of
14's
cloth
actually laying pretty good.
is a special one. So that one
9
I
on the
believe is
side.
going to be separate, and that'll go up for auction.
I'm shooting trick shots now, playing straight pull.
a treat to have him mic'd up.
Right. That kind of gets you into the brain of a straight pool player.
Mm-hmm. I love how he just goes straight back to business, you know? Just finished running 300 balls.
Right.
Makes one error. Now he's back to business.
Well, made a mess of this one, too.
Michael says, okay, then I'll take number one.
Oh.
Number one's probably spoken for a long time ago.
Long time ago gone.
I'm going to have to play position better than this. Golly.
John's a talker. It won't hurt him to be mic'd early in the run. That's right, Colin
Going to have
Force.
to play better than this.
He's a talker, this boy. That's part of being a good pool player and being a good pool teacher. Got to be good at talking. And, of course, getting his point across. Look at this. Not just the 8 to perfection. Perfect break ball.
Cue ball went a little further than we wanted there. I might have to just try to get back into the triangle because this cloth is so slidey.
So you're going to try to get the cue ball back into the rack area, which he does.
Yeah, that
and
was
this
my
way
best play there.
He gets ball in hand behind the head string. Very smart little play. Sacrifice distance.
Michael says, honestly, just happy to have a piece of history, and that's exactly what those cloths are. Because it's not about the record that Jason Shaw broke. It was the 626 run that broke Willie's 65-year record, and that's the 626 run.
If you guys are curious, John's mic'd up so we can hear him, but he can't hear us.
Correct.
Well, they got the count.
I like how he said, well, they got the count. Don't count on that.
Hit it one. Okay.
Don't count on us having the count.
Lord, what's going on?
It's nice that he's counting with the coin around the
Funky
table, too, so
layouts
each
here.
diamond is 14.
I think he goes rail first for the 10.
Try the 10.
Does he drink beer when he shoots? No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Yeah, but not Canadian beer if he did. That might
Mess him up.
might just put him out of any kind of contention.
We need like some really light American beer if he's to drink beer.
Right?
No, I don't think you can do what he does
No.
and have an alcohol weigh you down.
Nope.
Yeah, he was a good talker at one pocket 22 years ago when he took Todd's money.
14 is a little low.
I had the pleasure of playing him some one pocket, and it was awesome.
No, it might work. Let's
Such a great mind for the game.
I'd liked I got on the 5 where I could have pushed that 9 just a touch.
Yeah,
Now this shot here is dangerous, but you can go. Well, I don't have to do it. I'm not going to do it. No, the balls are laying good. Let's just try to run out.
I like how his mind works, though. He was looking for a way to nudge a
Let's
more
not do
advantageous
too
break
much
ball.
fancy stuff here.
But he's already got one. The 14's a good break ball, I think. And the 4 leads him to it. Nice. That'd be a good key ball. Possibly the 11.
See?
Or rather the 13 in the middle there. Shooting the 11 now.
So I got to get inside this 3 ball here. There we go. Now I should be able to get out. Wow.
Raymond Linares
All
says,
right.
cue Mizrax Miller Lite commercial.
Right? That is up on one of the Q Sports live posts.
Yeah, it sure is.
Well, let me tell you
Quite
this
the
too.
commercial.
I keep forgetting about this aspect, but if you appreciate what John's been doing, if you aren't interested in getting the 626Q, there's an optional way that you can help him out. We've started a GoFundMe page, so just go to GoFundMe.
People ask me all the time, what do you think of Jason running 714, and what do you think of Jason's game? I think Jason plays amazing, and I think him running 714 is freaking amazing. And, I mean, anybody that would disparage a 714 ball run is not being honest with himself. What he did is incredible. I don't think his record will ever get broke. And there's 7 billion people on the planet. If I end up being the second highest run, I'm okay with that. I'm just having fun playing at this point in my life, really. And to have people care about straight pull and watch me play is flattering, exciting, and I'm having a ball. So, doing the best I can here on the senior tour.
So
all right, see if we can catch this 11 right in the face.
So as I mentioned on his GoFundMe, just go to GoFundMe and search for John Schmidt.
Oh,
and
that's the one I was talking about. That's the one I'm talking about where it meets right here and kisses it in. That happens a lot. I'll just go from here, buddy. All right. In this game, something you can run 25 racks 1 minute and 2 the next. If I get over like 200, I'll probably take this mic off. You guys will be sick of me by then anyway. But it just kind of gets my mind off what I'm doing. Gives me a chance to get to know you guys a little bit.
Todd says maybe I can get some Christmas cookies this year.
Boy, this is a double.
For the right price, Todd. Just kidding. Who held the record before him? So Shaw holds the record at 7:14. Before him was John Schmidt a few years before that at 6:26. And 65 years before that was Willie
should
Mosconi.
chew them open. Or not.
That's right, Mac Jankov. And the YouTube, well said.
Yeah, and again, right, you can't take anything away from Jason Shaw's accomplishment. The only thing it does not do is what John did, and break a 65-year record. That's why that cloth, it's still applicable. The cue of the 626 is still applicable. It was the run to break the 65-year record, and like Mac says, take 14-1 out of the grave and kind of put it at the forefront.
Absolutely.
And I mean, let's be honest, it's a piece of history.
Ask him if he likes Ford or GMC.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's got the Ford F-150.
All right, there's your answer. I'm guessing that's a political statement, though. Something
Which is
there.
why I'm not going to bother with
That's
him
right.
now.
That's right. Mosconi's record was 526 balls. Arlene.
Yep. All right. Big run of 1 rack there. Got to start somewhere.
Gort says Nookie cookies are the best. That was a stream for the ages back in those days.
Can't run 714 balls. All you can do is run 14 balls.
That's it.
And then run another 14 balls.
Yeah, pool. I played a lot of pool in my life, and it's still entertaining to me to see the spins and the draws and the clicks and the shots go in. And even though it's fortunately or unfortunately the way I pay the bills, it's also just something I would probably do on a deserted island all by myself. I like playing pool. It's fun. And I like watching shots go in the pocket. After all these years, it's still quite entertaining to me. So I'm just like you guys. Everybody out there, it doesn't matter your level. If you like pool, we got something in common. Kind of like you see the Jeep guys wave at each other, the motorcycle guys. You're a pool player, you're okay in my book.
Love it.
Let's see if I can land on this 15 here.
I love that he still has such passion for the game.
He really does. Wears his heart on his
sleeve.
See,
when I was 25 years old, I really wanted to just try to run into these balls. But Bobby Hunter, man, he used to tell me, he's like, I'd run 200 on him, and he'd be like, man, that was ugly. You don't want to do it that way. He was a tough critic. All right, let's see if we can slide sideways and get on this 14-11 combo.
Underneath the 14-11 combo, would have never imagined.
We'll get on the 3, and then that opens up a lot of lanes. What you want to do to play good straight bowls, you want to fall into spots that gives you a lot of options, and you don't pin yourself up with one play. That's in a perfect world, of course, but it's not always that easy to do.
Well said.
He actually answered that already, Raphael. I just can't remember.
Bobby Hunter.
Bobby Hunter, that's right.
I'm getting better at this trivia.
So now, as you can see, this is a big problem.
I'm still
Have a
same
good
as
break
always.
shot either.
Good memory, just short.
Short.
So let's shoot the 5, try to push the 2 out off the 15. And if we get that right, then we can kind of reevaluate. Okay, I'm going to have to go into the 4 instead, I think. Now, I'm going to draw into these balls now. I got to handle this problem now.
Yeah, that's what I thought he would do. Deal with it while
Now
he
it's really a
had
problem.
the shot. He can lay up underneath.
Boy, oh boy.
Thin it to win it.
I'm going to figure out how to play this straight pull one of these days.
I think he can go right back into the pack, maybe. If he thins the 9 ball here.
Well, if I
past
cut the 13 in, I'm going into the 2, and I can scratch on the side. If I cut the 9, it's a harder cut, but probably I can run into these balls, and I solve all these problems.
Just like
But
that.
if I whiff them, I'm done.
By whiff them, he means like go
There we go.
rail first beside them, not even move them.
Boy, this rack has really gotten away from me here. You know, this ain't a bad break shot back here sometimes, just leaving the cue ball here. I always avoid it, but it's not that awful.
Yeah, the underneath break shot. So he's talking about using the 11. Oh, that's the 13 on the end rail there.
God, it sure
Correction
looks
there.
I
like
might
the
even
11,
play
doesn't
it.
Yeah, on the
Just to
camera.
experiment
Yeah,
a
it's
little
because I had to mess with the colors a bit
just
to
to see how it works.
get the lighting right.
Yeah, cut the glare from the window.
Now,
as
if
you can
I
see,
get
we had
this
to-
right, I might be able to push this 4 over and be right on the 6 or the 2. Excuse me.
2. Well, he's going to take a bit of a risk here. Trying to develop the 4 for a break ball and stay on the 2. It looks like he's done just that.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Close enough, he says.
Oh, I underhit this. Oh no, I underhit it. Holy cow! Look at how thin this is. I'm dead.
Well short there, yeah. It's super thin. Let's take a look from the other angle.
That was a bad shot. Thank God I didn't do that at 300 and something.
Yeah, and this ball isn't so bad to cut in if you weren't so close to the
The inside
stack.
in just doesn't take as much, so you got to make sure you overcut the ball to get the cue ball to turn right quicker, but it didn't quite work there. Heck, I don't think I can make this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how
That's
much
all
I
right.
love this
You know,
shot.
it just kind of reminds me to be careful in case I get on a big number to quit messing around playing stupid shots. Damn, I'm going to torture this poutine here in a minute. All right, listen. Problem with this shot is the cue ball comes off the stack and chases the 4 out of the hole. So you got to hit this shot with draw, which your make percentage goes way down drawing the ball. It just doesn't look right, but I think that's the shot. Because if I follow it, the cue ball meets the 4 by the pocket. Been a lot easier to just get my cue ball here, but I'm retarded.
Good insight. Good insight there.
I don't know. This is close.
Johnny, I think you're not correct in my sentiments.
Well,
My
we're going to find
was,
out.
well, maybe
Curious,
it was
just like
you
everybody
on,
else. I'm gonna
on
try
YouTube,
to hit it with a
but
slow draw stroke.
my comments were directed to one of the comments on
The
YouTube.
trick on these, I think, and not that there's a trick, but aim here because there's going to be a little throw. Cue ball's going to drag this ball downstream just a touch.
And if
I'm
we're
going
going
to
to
overcut it.
if we're going to spit
a
out
little
facts as
That
to
was a good shot there.
A real good shot.
That was one of the better ones there.
Sorry, Johnny, I'm trying to answer in between in between John here. But if we want to talk,
I'm not afraid to
facts,
lick myself, as you guys can tell.
If we're going to talk
I
facts.
remember
about
Kim
who's a
Davenport
better
saying that to
straight
me in a
pool
match
player,
one time. He looks at me, he goes, "Man, you're not afraid to lick yourself, are you?" I didn't even know what that meant, but I could tell it wasn't a compliment. You guys will notice I've been playing with this extension the whole rack. The thing weighs like 21 ounces with this extension, but I see Sean, Shane, and Earl do it, and I'm thinking, there might be something to it. As great as those guys play. I'm small and weak. I could use a little extra help here.
Johnny, I'll have to answer you after we take the mic off of Mr. Schmidt.
And we got to get
But the
rid of
facts
these
are the
problems
facts. If you
here.
look at who has the records for
Whenever you're playing straight play, you got to open those lanes. You can't just leave balls that block other balls.
100 plus runs, 200 plus runs, 300 plus runs, 400 plus runs. They're all held by the guy you're watching. Every one of them.
Too far. Went too far. No. Well, that was a bad shot there. That was a bad shot. My cue weighs 22 ounces. I don't think I can hold this. We're going to see, though.
There's a question
I
for,
can hold it.
or an answer for somebody who had that question. His cue weighs 22 ounces. Is that correct?
I don't think I've chalked
He
in a
plays
half
with
an
a
hour.
22
I love
ounce
this
cue?
town, but
No,
still
with
gotta
the
use
extension
some.
on it,
That's 22?
yeah.
That's heavy.
Shirley is asking, are we going
So
to
now
put
you want to go
14-1
7-5-3
on the Ghost League? I believe we will.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Tell you what, this extension feels pretty good on the back of this cue. It kind of changes my timing a little bit, but
He's just got that little, is that a little 4-inch extension there?
I think it's an 8.
I don't know. I think the shot
smaller
making
than
is
eight.
better
that
with
one's
the
the 4.
extension.
He's got both.
The position
he's got
play.
both, yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry to the viewers at home. I'm trying not to interrupt Ben and Grant. I can't quite tell
That's
because
all
I know
good.
they're talking, and so I'm talking over them. I apologize.
He's good. He's good.
We'll just do
All
our
right,
best
there's
to talk
42,
while
I
he
guess.
doesn't.
Yeah, 22 ounces.
This break shot's a
His
high
cue
ball.
weighs with
There's
the
no side
extension.
spin needed. And you could hit it medium speed, come 2 rails off the side of the rack, or hit it high left and bring the cue ball back into traffic off the end rail, and that way you don't scratch as often if you're going to hit it hard. Let's try that. Let's try the high left and really stroke it. Oh, boy.
He almost didn't stroke it enough. That's what I do when I play it with high left. I just go straight in the pocket.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm in trouble here.
Still
This run's
talking
gonna
about
come to a
pool, yeah.
screeching halt, looks like.
Yeah, when John's mic'd up, we tend to take a back seat.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We want to make sure you guys can listen to John.
Oh, of course. Nobody wants to hear Ben or I talk while John's on a mic,
I want to listen to John.
right?
All right, I got to get on this 1. If I miss this window on the 1, I'm toast here. Oh, I did, too. I hit it horrible. Ah. Yeah, that might be a byproduct of the heavier cue.
My
Probably.
thoughts
I got to have some
exactly.
kind of excuse, right? So now I got to go 1-14-4 and get them open. Oh, no, the 9's got me. Well, I'm in trouble here.
The problem with putting
These
him,
are unhelpful stragglers down here.
the problem with putting him
Just
so
like
that-
most people's children, unhelpful stragglers.
so he can
But
hear
I'm going to deal
us
with those in a minute.
is if we are talking in one of his shots, I don't want to say something that would break his concentration. So
Yeah, there's no way we're having him
no,
hear us.
No.
Oh, boy. I screwed that up.
Otherwise, we'd be sitting here even quieter. Even quieter.
Well,
All right, angle on the 9
There
to
goes a
go
little
in.
mini grenade. Hopefully I get a shot. This is really the wrong thing to do. You hate just shooting shots where you don't know. See, and I deserve that too.
It's not that bad.
Nope.
Now here's a shot that comes up. That, I mean, you know, it's not easy, but sometimes you got to do weird stuff. I'm going to hit the 13 with inside English and try to kick this 6 out here so that it is usable as a side pocket break shot because I've run out of options. So when you get a chance to do this and you're feeling confident with your spin, which I'm not, but we'll see what happens. Well, I overhit it. I hit it too hard. And it was a little twitchy. So now the 4 at the end is my break shot.
Underneath the stack.
That's all right.
Break ball, not so bad. He seems to be pretty good at those.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got to get the combination handled here first before we get too optimistic.
Yeah, I like how he landed a little bit low.
It's like
as
I
he's
tell my
cutting the
dad
ball
when we
that
play
way.
one pocket. He's super optimistic. He thinks every 3-rail bank is dead or something.
It's like my dad, too.
All right. Something you guys might notice when I play straight pull is, you know, I don't try to overplay the ball. Sometimes there's not much you can do, and you just have to take what the balls leave you.
I love that he said
You
that.
can't just always have like
Absolutely.
this perfect little pattern.
That's what I've really
Doesn't
learned from
work that
watching
way.
him over the last couple of days. you
This
know?
is going to take some touch here.
And that combo earlier, like, come on, how did he see that?
Hit
That's
this
something
three as
else.
heavy as you can hit it with as much left-hand spin as you can hit, and just try to get lucky and let it just creep off the end rail. Yeah, that's fortunate because I don't have to hit that good.
That's a good shot. He doesn't have to hit it that good, he says.
But he did.
But he did. 4 racks is
Well,
56.
that was a horrific-looking rack, but, you know, that's how the big runs come together when you get to steal a couple bad racks.
Yeah, Zen on the YouTube saying, if I talk as I shoot, I miss. How is he doing it?
Oh, man, I'm so
I've told
the
myself
same
I don't
way.
get any poutine unless I run 200. So I'm going to bear down here.
Poutine's going to be cold by the time you get to 200. so-
Right?
Hey, has Ben and Grant done like a great job on the mic, you guys? I mean, I think they really have done a great job. And people don't see all the behind-the-scenes work that Grant did to get this table in here. He put the table in here himself, hung the light, climbed the ladders, got the truck, talked to the guy, the whole 9 yards. I mean, used cloth out of his own pocket, paid the table mechanic out of his own pocket. Ben's down here on his own time. You know, I mean, you talk about everybody really rallying around me. I appreciate it, and I'm super flattered, and it's just been a blast. All right, this break shot here, if I can avoid the side pocket
I appreciate that, John.
or the corner pocket.
Speaking of flattered.
Wow, that was interesting.
Right?
Yeah, such a classy guy, you know.
Totally.
Really just,
Which is exactly
Shoot the
why I
three,
did it.
try to chew the balls open just a little bit, medium speed. With
yeah,
some
really
right-hand
worth
English.
it, you know. Makes it worthwhile.
Just chip them. Anytime you can take them little mini chips like that where you're not really running into them fast, you'll do well. So that 11's blocking stuff. Let's get rid of that sucker.
I appreciate that, Steven. I see he took that extension off, so experiment over.
Right?
Probably the 13's the break shot.
Back to the job.
Yeah, I bet his fingertips hurt a little bit from time on the table. You can get blisters from playing this much.
Well, we all saw
Friction
that happen
blisters.
with Jason too, right? After that 7-1-4 ridiculously talented run. Yeah, you saw Jason's fingers were all blistered
He
up.
was beat up. I bet his ankles were swollen.
bet.
And his
Back
legs were
was
on
sore.
fire. Yeah,
Yeah.
back, neck, shoulders, you name it.
Boy, there's
Jason
so many
Preston
ways to
says, my
screw
neighbor
this
is
up."
Canadian. What the heck is
Could shoot
craft
this
dinner?
combination, and the 10 might jump out there for a break shot.
It's our mac and cheese.
KD, man, you got to have the
Nah,
KD.
let this
It's the
play.
Canadian
Let's play
version
conservative.
of mac and cheese.
Let's play conservative here.
KD is where it's at, man.
Now I'm hungry. Come
Right?
on, guys.
Thanks.
I love
Oh.
Katie.
Throw a little hot dog action in there.
I do it. I do it
That's
about
like,
once a week for the kid.
oh man, that's dinner at champions.
Because
right
what kid
there.
doesn't absolutely love mac and cheese and hot dogs, right?
Right?
It's like a delicacy for a 9-year-old. I might as well be making bacon wrapped scallops, you know?
Well, this is not really ideal, but it's going to have to work.
Yeah, Damien, I agree. I think with a little extra time, he can definitely do it. Like, I'm willing to bet on it.
Well, I'll tell you what. We've kind of talked to him already about potentially coming back just before the Canada Open.
Try to get your cue ball near the rail here. As close to the rail as I can get. Cheat the pocket a little bit. Oh, come on now. Go.
Wanted to be off that rail a bit.
All right.
A bit of a bigger bounce would have been ideal.
So this one I got to mute his mic for, guys. Wrong one. This is the one I need. Speaking of the Canada Open, we have partnered with Predator to bring it here to Alberta, specifically into Red Deer. That is coming up August 16th to 20th. We will have 128 pro men's, 64 pro ladies, plus a full amateur event. If you want to get into the amateur event, it does require BCA sanctioning with a minimum of 3 weeks played in 2022. You can jump on to the playcsipool.com website, click on events, you'll find that there. It is called the Canadian Western Championships. And again, that's happening August 16th to 20th. It will be broadcast on Billiard TV as well as Q Sports Live, bringing you all the action.
What's his high run in the past 2-3 days? Been doing this here live on YouTube. That's right. Live on Facebook and YouTube. His high run is 346 earlier today, about 3 o'clock this afternoon. And he will be live here for the remainder of the day as well as tomorrow. He does have one more full day.
Nice break shot there, or break into the cluster, I should say.
He puts the extension on for break shots at weight so he don't have to swing as hard. I do the same as per his advice to me. I might try that a little bit too.
I think I might have to borrow that little action.
I might need to get a 4-inch extension built. Okay, come on, Todd. You don't got to be talking about lunch.
Right?
We know you love talking about lunch and dinner, but it's getting close to dinner time here, to be honest. 4 o'clock.
I didn't eat breakfast this morning.
Oh, no. I had a bowl of cereal. It didn't quite do it. It didn't quite cut it.
There is an option for you, Gord. You can always play in the CSL IPL. That is the Q Sports Live League. Just need access to a pool table. That is BCA sanctioned as well as ACS CCS sanctioned.
That's right.
Just missed registration, I believe. We're in week 2 this week.
Yeah, we're coming near the end of week 2.
Yep.
You're welcome. You're up number 1. Thanks for tuning in, pal. And indeed, the record is 7-14 by Jason Shaw. Oh, maybe we can turn John's mic back on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know where the volume setting was a little bit.
Yeah, it's right here.
I hit it funky.
Sorry, guys.
Look at
I
this,
forgot
gonna
to
get
turn
right
his mic
under
back
it.
on.
I forgot he was mic'd
Well,
up
I
for a
deserve
minute,
that
too.
totally. That was just stupid play. Holy moly. Now I got to get on the 3. Underneath the 3. Yeah, this looks pretty easy. Can I play safe?
Half a box of Lucky Charms works every time, he says. Tough shot here. Real long. Oh, cue ball on the rail.
Didn't quite get there.
Yeah, he didn't really get on the 3, but he's
Okay,
still
this
got
is not the way
11.
the end of a rack should look. Or Orkulo gave me a great tip on this shot. I was talking to him once, and because he shoots these so good, and he says, "Get your cue. Just picture getting your cue on this track to just pass this ball in your mind. So get your cue on that little track, and then stay there and don't twitch it. Because a lot of times I come in heavy and I try to like. So I don't know. Let's see if we can get lucky and thin one in here.
I loved that. That was great.
So I got to hit this at 2 rail speed. So I mean, good luck with that. Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis.
Wow.
Little monster.
What a shot.
Shit, that worked.
And I
Now
was going
what?
to bring this up earlier
I don't
because
think the
everybody was
3
picking
works.
Shane to win the UK Open. Dennis is in the final 16.
I have to make the 3 and come here, shoot the 9. I don't know. Yeah, you know what would be a cool shot here? Power draw and land right here like Ben Francis would do. It's too thin. I don't think I can do it.
He gives me too much credit. I'm
I'm going
that
to try
good.
it. Nope, I can't do it. I got to loop it out 2 rails and take the cut.
Yeah,
Come on, turn.
the heavy cut into the rail.
Tell you what, that's about all I could hope for
It's
there.
not terrible.
That's not terrible at all.
Boy, was that about the worst looking rack ever.
Can you imagine if they just tuned in?
I was shooting like you
accidentally
there,
hit
Shaw,
the
for a
4
minute.
and the 7 at the same time.
Making long
So
shots
it's
from
at
everywhere.
8-4-7.
Right?
They tune in. They're like, he did it. High
I
five
love
their
how Jason
friends.
shoots,
yeah.
man. He just gets down and fires them in. Super confident. I'm shaking like a leaf the whole time.
Do the pro players need to be BCA sanctioned? No, they're completely a separate event.
Yeah. Separate event.
All right. Let's see if we can cut one
And
here
thanks,
with some
Todd.
inside. Now, when you use inside on this new slidey cloth, I have to aim instead of here at the ghost ball way over here because the cue ball is going to deflect. Because without inside English, I don't hit the rack. So this is really a guess for me. We'll see what happens.
He was just
Bit of
kidding,
a
Matthew.
guess.
Well, I cannot believe that went in.
What a shot. What a great
I'm as
shot.
shocked as you are. All right.
Irving Crane would have played safe.
I'll tell you, Dan Clark came awfully close.
Oh,
Guess
3-4-4. Yeah, so like what Wake and Break was saying on the YouTube, He said he emailed 364, changed from my original guess to 343. Anyone closer? There you go, 344. But it isn't closest. You have to hit it on the number.
On the button.
This isn't the Price is Right, the closest without going over.
Let's just try a shot here. This is something I would never do, but I'm just going to try to hit them, get them open. Quit trying to play such perfect precision like pool all the time. Sometimes you just got to get the balls open, right?
That's right. I like that you said that. It's good to
Now, this wouldn't be a bad idea to try to draw into this 15 or maybe get on the 15. Well, I don't have to do that either. I can do it off the 6.
It's good to be precise and try to pick them apart, but
Yep.
And this is something Schaub was great at, too. I watched him play. He's very good at manufacturing break balls, and you have to do this well to have any chance to run balls. So let's try to nudge this 11 up just a smidge. There, now that's a little bit better.
That is a smidge indeed. Yeah, I think most mortal human beings, they probably nudge that 11 like 6 balls too high, you know, or just nestle right onto it.
And now 2-14 in the side at the end should work pretty well.
214 his key balls, so he's already found the out balls.
What you want to do with this game is you don't want to be shooting high-speed shots where the pockets play tiny. You want the pockets to play big because you're shooting soft, you know.
What stick is he going to
Man,
use
that
when he
wasn't
gives
the
this one
greatest
away?
shot
He
there.
may or may not give that one away.
Shoot the 7
I
up
know
the
he'll
corner.
sell it.
If he smashes the record. If he smashes the record, he may auction it off or something, right?
Well, I can tell you when he broke the 626 record, that cue did get sold.
Now just turn this in real heavy with a bunch of left so the cue ball climbs across the face of this ball a little bit because there ain't enough traction to turn it upstream. You just got to climb across the face of that 2 ball.
Well said.
Something the recreational players have not mastered is keeping the cue ball on a 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock axis instead of a 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock. And if you learn how to use 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock, the cue ball doesn't swerve as much on side spin shots, and you can hit balls a lot heavier and like turn them in. Like I did on that 2 ball. That's a helpful little shot.
Well said.
Torsten Holman's fantastic at it, or Kulo's amazing at it. Well, they're all, I mean, all the pros are amazing at it, really, of course. All right.
So Glenn, he'll keep the mic on until
Boy, this poutine is sharking me. It's
into,
staring at me. I got to have one little piece. Here.
Poutine
until he gets into a higher run, and if he gets into a higher run, then I'll take the mic off.
He said he needs to get to 200 in order to eat the entirety of the poutine. Yeah, hopefully nobody else is having issues with the stream today.
High ball.
Looks to
Try
be
to hold
running
your body
much
still when you shoot these.
smoother. We are live on Facebook
Easier
and
said than
YouTube,
done,
guys, so make sure you're clicking the thumbs up on the YouTube and like and subscribe, like and follow
Well,
our Facebook.
Golly, I don't have a lot of options, that's for sure. Damn. See, the poutine's the problem. It's so good that I can't think straight. I got to get my wife to make. Wait a minute, my wife's Canadian. She's never made me poutine. What the hell's going on, Felicity? What are you doing to me here?
She will now. She already went and bought the cheese
I just thought about
curds.
that. And I mean, she's Canadian as can be. Like she says, like, "Oh, we're hooped," and I'm going oot in a boot. She's adorable. You guys would love my wife. She's a sweet pea. How she puts up with me, I have no idea. All right, let's see if I can get on this combination here.
Oh, he knows what numbers he's on. You don't play as much straight pool as he
I
has.
don't know, man. This is close. This is real close.
So if you'll notice, he's keeping track with a coin.
I got to shoot
around
a
the
pocket
table. So
weighter.
each coin is, or each diamond rather,
Let's try the 9.
is 14 points. Wait, it's made of cheese curds. Not
It
quite.
is.
Not quite. It's made of
French fries, cheese curds, and gravy.
Put a little pace on this one because they're not really going to open that easy.
so a list of all runs
No,
in
I
the
should've
last
hit
3
harder than
days.
that.
I have a list.
I
Could
knit it out
post it
there.
at some point. Wednesday he ran 170, 199, 154, 186, and 224. Yesterday's high runs were.
Now what I got to do here
106.
is I got to shoot 8, 4, 10, and when I shoot the 10, push the 7 out, and the 13's insurance. These are these little mini sequences that you'll see the great players do, and man, they're good at it. Because if I miss my window here, this run's probably over. I've got to land just right on this 10, and if I miss it, it's over.
So 140 also yesterday.
These are the subtle little things that kind of hard to remember when you see a guy run 240 or something, but I mean, that's not an accident when Joshua Filler and Jason Shaw and Torsten just nibble that ball out. That's a good shot.
And he ended the day yesterday on a 238 ball run after he missed. Today he has runs of 117, 99, 346.
Now 1, 6, 7 at the end, so I'm going to go 14, 3, 1, 6. Hopefully.
He's only missed 4 balls today in 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Isn't that disgusting?
Yeah, it's a little bit sick, yeah.
This almost resembled straight pull here. This is the way a rack should look.
Yeah, he picked that one apart real nice.
Something else of some
Now I come up a little
noteworthiness.
short there.
Oh,
Now I gotta move away from the 7 when I make this. So you want the cue ball to come here so you can move towards the 7, but this is all right. I'm short. I can reach it.
Okay, I'm gonna mute
And
him
I'll
for a
tell you,
second.
playing with this extension, my cue weighs 21.5 ounces with this on. It feels pretty good.
So something else of some really, really noteworthy comments is one of our viewers. His name is Mark Kendall, and if you see him commenting, that's a good friend of John Schmidt. He is the lead guitarist for Great White, the rock band.
The rock band.
Platinum selling albums. They're from my era, my generation. I'm just amazed that he's tuned in, and a good friend of John's and cheering him on.
Super cool.
Yeah. Well, you may know their song, "Once Bitten, Twice Shy." Mm-hmm. Baby.
They got a couple of barn burner hits.
Yes, that was his multi platinum selling album.
Let's try to get on the 2.
Once Bitten, Twice Shy, baby.
What I'm trying to do is just kind of get rid of the balls that are unhelpful, and then see, like, when I shoot this 10, I can push the 3 out with the 11. You always want to have, like, another shot and know what you're going to shoot next. This isn't a game of just whapping balls in and hoping for a shot. I mean, you can play that way if you want, but you won't do well.
I can attest to that. I can attest to not doing that well playing that way. Whapping balls in and hoping I get a shot.
Oh, man, this is missable using this much spin. Oh, I almost did, too.
Oh, you've made him butter tarts. Oh, one of my favorites.
That's a very Canadian thing too,
Oh,
right? Butter
yeah,
tarts.
Bring it.
My mom makes some epic butter tarts too.
Man, y'all are making me hungry.
Yeah,
Usually
I'm
it's
starved.
me that brings up food.
I'm starved now.
Well, I'd like to
First
get rid
it
of
was
the
just
15.
Kraft
It's
dinner.
kind of over there, unhelpful straggler.
Now we're talking poutine.
Right?
Now we're talking butter
Now, at the end of the rack,
tarts.
you see I got like 4 break shots. That's what you want to see, to where it's real easy at the end.
I
That means
love
I've done my
yeah.
job through mid-rack.
So many options for break balls. That's key in this game. Like if you can
100%.
leave options, leave options.
Laura, what's a butter tart?
It's like a ketchup
my
chip. No.
Goodness. It's like a ketchup chip. Butter tarts are little pieces of heaven. That's what that is.
Yeah, they're like similar to like a pecan tart kind of thing without the pecans, just like a little
yes.
filling.
So
It
delicious.
obviously doesn't taste like butter.
Oh, I chunked it in there.
I'm not sure why they
Hey,
call them
boy.
butter tarts, because it's not like it's
All right.
filled with
No,
butter.
it's not filled with butter.
No.
It's the fact I think that the external
So
pastry
many ways to do this.
buttery.
is a lot of butter.
Okay.
Now Steph is on, so she might be able to answer that question
When
better
those
than I
when
will.
those
What's
balls are
in a
near each
butter
other,
tart,
they
Steph?
complement each
What
other.
is the
The key
filling?
balls are break balls are key balls. This one here is tougher to get shape on. If I was straight on this, I would actually go 13, 6, 3 pivot. But because I got a little angle, I can't do that. And I'm going to shoot the 3 to get back in line and see if I can reevaluate how I land on the next couple shots here.
Now I have to listen to House of Broken Love. Indeed,
Okay, that's
man,
perfect. Now when I shoot this
that
and
music
stop,
is totally from
I
my
can
era.
fall over to the rail off the 6. I might have to draw back an inch
Not
here.
quite like a Danish.
No.
Sort
Gotta
of like
not
a
overamp this,
cupcake shaped.
obviously.
It's like a custardy tart, but not.
Mm-hmm.
God, he just runs centuries like they're nothing.
That's sick.
No
like,
big deal.
right.
Somebody mentioned that too. This guy just smashes my high
talking
run
through the
every
racks
10
has
minutes.
almost
You
got
know?
me like thinking
Right?
better. Because I'm trying to like tell somebody how to do it. It's helping me remember.
All right, I'm gonna step away for a second.
Yeah, by all means.
No, or am I talking over them a little bit? No, I don't hear them.
There you go. Steph says it's made with sugar and love. There's a little metal plate here. I'm trying not to scratch this shaft up. That's why I'm using this towel, if anybody's wondering. I'm sure I'm breaking some law. Hopefully it's not like, Another really good break shot. The
well, tell you what.
9-1 kind of
That's
hampered a
not bad.
little bit, but not terrible.
Ben's going to go out and take a smoke there, I think. Yesterday I was telling him all about my little health pills I've been taking, and he just looked at me like, well, that's great. I'm going to go smoke. That was funny. He's like, you enjoy those, John. I'm going to go have a Marlboro.
Right? And we call them weather checks. So if you ever hear me say I got to go check the weather, that's exactly what it means.
Shoot.
Yeah, John
This
really
is
likes
trouble
those
here.
thin break shots as well.
Because when I shoot this, if I, I got the 8 as a valve. If I get stuck here, I got the 8 on the side as a safety valve. But I've got to nudge this 3 off the top of this ball here. And when I use this fishing pole extension, I usually screw this up. Yep, see, I tied it right up like a big dummy. But that's a byproduct of using the big, long extension. God, now I got to fix this problem, too.
It'll be interesting to see how he develops
Yeah,
that 3-1.
that's a run-ender right there.
Could
Oh,
do
I'm
it
gonna
off the
keep the
10 ball,
extension
maybe. Leave the 12 ball. So you got to play the ball to get to the 10 ball.
Boy, this
So
is
do you
going to
play
be
the
tough.
14 to the top left-hand corner or top right-hand, I guess, as you're looking at the table? Could go into it here off the 5 maybe, but you're not really guaranteed a ball after that. The weather check, that's how you
That's no good.
that's how you say it politically correct, is to say I'm gonna go check the weather. Yeah, I think he's on it pretty good here. 3 into.
Isn't it amazing what one little rub and all of a sudden you're chasing, trying to get those 2 open?
Powers through that ball. Uh-oh.
Wow, that was a horrific shot there.
Still in it to win it,
That
though.
was
15
horrific.
ball.
Tell you, break shot wise, this is going to be interesting.
I think he's got the break shot with the 4 here.
I could try to go 4-8-11 at the end and land right here, but I've got to get rid of this 7 pretty soon. So let's get rid of the 7 and then see what it looks like.
Hey, sounds good, Todd. We appreciate you tuning in here.
Well, as you can imagine, I got to hit this sucker pretty soft.
No doubts. Needs to kind of hug where that rail is, but doesn't want to be froze on that rail. Might have to put a little bit of inside on this ball. Indeed. Very well done.
It's no good, but it's going to be all I can do. Sometimes that's all you can do. I think it's a good angle, though. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I really appreciate the You know, I don't do social media anymore, so I don't get a chance to thank you guys. But I appreciate the people buying the 626 raffle tickets and the GoFundMe. I mean, it's expensive to travel, as you guys know, and I really do appreciate you showing me support and love and everything. And it's really pumped me up, you know, to see how many people rally behind me just to see me play a little bit of straight pull. And I appreciate it sincerely. All right, I'm going to try to hit this with a high ball and go right into this 10-5. This one I got to get lucky because this cue ball is just not going to have enough pace on it to do much. Okay.
Not
That
terrible.
could have been worse.
What is the 626 raffle? That is a sweepstakes.
Now this shot here, you don't want to hit the 9 first. Well, you have to hit the 9 first, but I've got to clear the 2 also. There we go. Now I got a shot.
Fire extinguisher hooked indeed. So the sweepstakes here, I'll mute his mic real quick. The sweepstakes is for the 626Q that John is currently playing with. Of course, it's made by Predator. It is the wrapless version. Comes with the Revo 11/8 shaft. Also comes with the matching extension, which is a first for Predator. But those are available on our website. If you want to purchase a ticket, they are $20 per ticket. Just head on over to cslipl.com, click on shop. It'll be the first option for you to purchase there. While you're there, check out the 626 cloth. Get yourself a piece of history as well. And if you're in Canada, you can also e-transfer in for the 626Q. Do keep in mind it is in US dollars, so it's about 26 Canadian. You can email transfer that to qsportslive@gmail.com. That'll get you in to win. Anybody that did purchase a ticket, I will get caught up and get tickets sent out tonight.
Let's get up above the balls here. Ben went out and had his little health stick. I'm just kidding, Ben. I eat 500 M&Ms a day. I have no room to say nothing to any. I know. Yeah. Yeah, weather checks. All right. I really, you know, when I get in a spot like this, I really don't want to let the cue ball go. So I'm going to play real careful. Stop shots, real careful. No need to get carried away and hook myself or something crazy. I call it opening lanes, really. That's what you're really doing, is you're opening lanes. And I got a little funny. This cue ball's going the wrong way here. Let's see what happens. Cue ball's going the wrong way.
I like how he puts it as open.
So now I got to
lanes.
come into the 4 here. And obviously this ball's missable, but I'm going to shoot Donald Trump in the corner.
Trump
Don't
in the
hook me now.
corner.
Okay. Okay.
Try to go into the 4, but into the 6 is just fine.
Come on, some of you Canadians better laughed at that Donald Trump one. I know you loved it. That's as close as I get to talking politics anymore. I'm done with politics. I hate them. All I talk about is poutine and hockey.
Poutine and hockey. Big game on tonight.
Yeah, this wasn't the smartest pattern, but you know,
Battle of Alberta.
I'm not the smartest.
What an
so.
entertaining game 1 that was.
Oh, man.
Game 1 was fantastic. I feel like there's going to be less goals in game 2.
Yeah, that was kind of an anomaly.
This kind of was an
Well, I think you guys know what I got to do here.
Pattern.
Just a slow spinner.
Slow spinner, 2 rails around the backside of the 10.
Ton of right-hand English. Aim to the thin side of the pocket because there's a lot of deflection going on here.
So smart. So clean the way he runs these balls, you know. It's just such a treat to
All right.
watch.
Did I move that coin yet?
No, he did not move the coin
This
yet.
run's flying by here.
11 racks. He's flying through these balls.
Yeah, see, I got somebody to complain to on the mic here. I'm dangerous. I got somebody to talk to.
One poutine French fry at a time through these
Yeah,
racks.
I'll try not to chew when you guys do it.
And as John alluded to, as he was thanking everybody for donating and so on and so forth, there is the link, at least on Facebook, that if you want to help John out with some of his expenses on the GoFundMe page, that's the link. You can click on there.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Anyone but Tampa Bay, John says. Yeah, that's what we're all thinking, you know. A couple people said, let's
Kind of
go
like to hit this
Blues,
with just a
Bolts.
high ball, pretty good pace. Try to come out 2 rails. It doesn't always do that.
I like Tom's comment. Rangers
Sometimes it goes right in
versus
the corner.
Calgary for the cup. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's the one shot. You just don't know what the heck's going to happen there.
Yeah, 4 7/8 in the corners, 5 1/4 in the sides. Does this guy only play straight pool? Good question, Abdul.
I kind of messed up there.
John is actually a U.S. Open 9-ball champion. He's a Derby City 1-pocket champion, notably beating Efren in the final.
No,
He's,
that's no good, really, there.
He's a 2-time Moscone Cup team player. He's a Super Billiard Expo 10-ball champion. The guy does it all. He plays every game.
Yeah. And plays them all extremely well.
No,
But of
might
course,
too difficult.
this is his specialty. You know, he's a
This is
world
where-
14-1 winner. He's an American 14-1 winner, and he's in the World Straight Pool Hall of Fame.
I'll put it this way. You see doctors that are out there, and there's general
Hey,
practitioners.
try to go forward and get on the 5 next instead of just stunning into the pile.
And those general practitioners generally
That
have
way you got something to look at if the cue ball don't act right.
one aspect that they're really good at. So John plays all of the games, but this is where he gets to perform surgery.
That's right. And yeah, awesome 1-pocket player. One of the best in the world at 1-pocket. They kept doing those top 5 1-pocket players, and John was never in the mix, but I do think he's probably top 10, top 15 for sure in the entire world in 1-pocket. His knowledge of 1-pocket is something else.
Awesome. Just haven't seen him in recent big tournaments. Well, a couple of things. So he was going around and doing his Mr. 626 showing of the run that broke a 65-year record. So he was more concentrated on that than touring around playing in tournaments. And then, of course,
Well, I missed my mark there, guys. I was trying to land on the 15 to push the 9 out. And now, well, yeah, that's just I missed my mark. There's no way around it. I'm going to try to, well, that's dangerous too. Let me look at this for a minute.
so
I'm on just enough of a number to kind of try to play correct here. I'm going to try to land on the 1, shoot the 15, push the 9 out, as long as I got the 7 in the side. Ah, damn, that's a hard decision.
So he was concentrated on that, and then obviously we were all hit with the same thing, being COVID. So he was down in Vegas for the Predator Pro Series.
Ran 9 racks warming up a 9-ball. This guy can move the cue ball with the best.
Ugh,
So
precision.
9-ball is no problem.
I mean, really, the 2 could work. I don't know why I'm just like freaking out wanting to shoot that.
Create a break ball. Yeah, I think he was trying to create a break ball, and now he's noticed that the 2 actually isn't that bad.
Well, I think he just nudges the 15, pushes the 9 to the break spot, and has the 2 on the side.
Yeah, possibly. The issue with that, I think, would be he's on the wrong side of the 2. You know what I mean? He's looking at it, but it's kind of like the wrong side of the 2, and he would have to spin it lots, and I think it would just be too risky.
You are correct. Good call, Mr. Francis.
Yeah, just because the wrong side of the 2 is no good there, you know? Like, it's all good to make the balls, and now you got a better break ball, but if you don't land on the correct side of the break ball, it doesn't matter where you put it.
Well, I just could not land on them balls right.
Very smart.
Tried like 15 times.
Leaves the cue ball in the stack, and that way he gets ball in hand behind the head string.
Correct.
Ensures
Man,
he gets
that
the
was
angle.
a really good call on that pattern play there.
Well, as soon as John
You
said
might have
the
played this
two
game
works,
once or twice too.
yeah. And personally, I hate this break shot.
Is there an award you guys for like a high average? I mean, I obviously can't run 714, but does it count when you run like 180 every shot? Is that good for anything?
That's pretty good.
Do I get a bowl of poutine or something?
Poutine on the house.
Right?
Let's see here.
Poutine on the house if you run 400, Johnny.
Well, obviously this is a crappy break shot, but sometimes things get funny.
Yeah, see how the camera angle can be a
wanna hit
little
the,
deceiving? It looks like
11,
this
14
diamond, he's
with
way
as much
ahead of
top
you.
score
Look
as
at
you
that
can.
diamond, he is way below it, right? So
Yeah.
I know that got brought up earlier. Oh, don't get stuck
Wow,
in
that
there.
was lucky. That's just flat out lucky.
Oh, he's got
Get
the
a
9
starter
or
shot.
14.
That's when the big runs happen. When you do dumb stuff like that and don't get penalized, you know, because that really, I picked the balls off bad and I got away with it. So sometimes that's just what it takes to have a good run.
Who has the
You know, I
highest
make
record?
mistakes like everybody.
Currently, Jason Shaw, 714, took it away from the man you're watching here, who had a
Tell you what,
626
this is
prior.
laying funky here.
The 626 that John had
This
broke.
is almost the shot I missed at 346.
Yeah. John took it away from Willie Mosconi, a 65-year
Well,
record.
no, the other one I was out off the rail further actually, but boy, I'd like to get right here if I could.
Is he going into some balls yet? No.
No.
Come on, come on, come on.
Come on. He wants to be on the one.
Boy.
He wanted to be on the one so he could go into the stack and still be on the
Well,
7 after.
there's a few ways to go here. None of them are for sure.
Well,
I just get on
this
the
is
one and just fram into them
yeah,
and hope.
That's it.
I hate playing that way, but that's the way to do it sometimes.
So I think the cue ball's kind of going into the 8, so it should push off the side of the 8, kind of into the 13, and push something
Yeah,
over that top left
he'll put
corner.
a little mustard on this.
Look at
for
this.
Sure.
Look at this. Now that's why.
It
That's
split
why I
right
don't like it.
through them. Yeah, that's
It's
super unlucky.
dangerous.
Does 5 go? Does it squeeze between the 8-4?
I always say if you got to close one eye, and,
Yeah,
he closed one eye.
You're closing one eye on the side
I
pocket.
think this goes by the 4. It's really close. We'll see. Wow. I cannot believe that went in.
He always says that. It's like as he's shooting the ball. Wow, I can't believe that one. It's not even in yet. It hasn't even passed the balls that are in the way, and he's going, I can't believe that.
Well, listen, when John's on these runs, he gets
Let's
into
run up
the
there and get
zone.
that 3 because it is laying in an awful spot.
When he gets in the zone, he hits them straighter than Wyatt Earp, let me tell you.
Well, and even like the shot he just played, very subtle shot, but look where the cue ball is. He left angle. You know how easy it would have been
All
to
right.
land straight in on the 3?
Right?
Obviously,
99
10,
players out of
11,
100
13, 4
straight
should
in.
work unless I do something stupid.
I just saw Raymond's comment up there too. I can't spell one pocket.
The easiest way is the number 1 PKT.
Yeah,
Shout out to Melina Mike.
that's right. I actually didn't get a chance to listen to that
Nylander
interview.
hit that
Oh,
a little
no?
bit.
No,
That's
I'm
all
gonna
right,
have to
guys.
listen to it tonight. I assume it was legendary. I caught a little bit. I was.
Well, I'll tell you
I was over
another
in the
guy
corner
that I'm
hitting
thinking
balls.
about that sounded weird. Another guy I'm thinking about that plays amazing straight pull is Niels Fyan. And, man, he's a great guy, too. Just a great guy, a great player. And, boy, I've been a fan of his for 20 years watching him play, and he's given me some advice over the years to help me. And he is one class act and just a hell of a player, super talented guy, and couldn't be a nicer guy.
Super nice guy that Niels Fine is. Another
Niels a great
classy
guy.
professional
Yeah.
and a wealth of knowledge.
I think Thorsten Holman needs
Darren
to be
Appleton's
mentioned there,
another
too.
one that I put in that
I'm
group.
wondering if your Facebook comments
Shaw,
aren't updating.
Shane,
Oh,
them
very
guys
well
are
could
really,
be. Since I
they
pinned
get
that
a lot
comment.
of grief, but those guys are good dudes and they're great players. And
Oh,
the
that-
corporate
yeah,
world,
it
the
wasn't
sponsors will
loading.
hopefully see that and show the game some support, which Predator's been doing and Matchroom, which is fantastic.
Damien says John ended the interview with titties. Unreal.
I'm hitting this 4 right in the face, so this cue ball can go backwards or forwards. And we're going to find out the hard way which one. This cue ball can zip right up in this corner real easy here. I hope it just kind of stuns dead. I'm going to get lucky here.
Does he talk like this when he's not mic'd up? No.
Yep,
He's,
I knew it was coming backwards, and I just didn't believe it. I should have just whacked it. Freeze. Isn't that something, how it always goes backwards like that? Well, I've been going backwards my whole life. What the hell? Well, first thing you do when you get in a spot like this, look for a cadaver.
A cadaver.
Look for something dead.
Something dead.
Well, I
Eight's
think
not
he's
bad.
got the 8-ball there.
8's not terrible.
I think he can come off that end
Man.
rail, maybe into the pack and still have the 10.
Can we bring in the left-hander here? Where's Shaw at to shoot this for me?
Can we bring in the lefty?
God, this looks tough from back
Eagle
here.
eye.
All right. I got to hit it hard enough to get out on the 2 also. I mean, good luck with that.
I would think he would take the extension off for this shot. Extension left on for this shot. I tend to think it's a little easier with less cue behind you. Oh, how'd he hit it, folks? How'd he hit
That
it?
might be the best shot I've ever made.
Yeah, the best shot you ever made, but did you play shape, John? What are you on?
He's on the 2.
Does the 2 go?
Listen, when
two
you're on the
goes.
senior tour, man, I
Two
don't like
goes.
shooting them from the back tees there. That was scary. Now I got to make this and either run into the 13 and take a chance of getting trapped, or try to just get the cue ball here and shoot this combination. I mean, whatever I choose, I'm pretty much toast here.
Good question, Kyle. What happens if object balls where the balls get racked move to straight pool? Kyle,
I'll tell you a
ball
shot you
gets
can shoot
spotted
sometimes
on the
playing
head
straight
spot,
ball. It doesn't come up very
rack line
often.
spot.
I can't do it here. Well, I could. This ball could be laying right here, just off the rail. And you play the one end of the stack 100 miles an hour and play the billiard. I've seen that, get people out of jams a couple times. It's almost laying right to do it, but I'm not Filipino, so I'm not playing no billiards here. Well, I'm going to try to just catch this 13, enough to push it open.
nice
Well, that
shot.
was a good shot.
Beautiful little shot.
That was a good one.
Beautiful stuff.
Got lucky, too, that I could even do that.
I like that answer. What's a butter tart?
You guys didn't
Delicious.
know I talk more than
Right?
Strickland, huh?
It's funny he made that comment because that's in our comments.
I've said this so many times, but I've been around Earl a ton, and he was my traveling partner and stuff. And Earl's a great guy in a lot of ways. He's a tortured soul in some ways, and performance anxiety kind of gets him. But I'm telling you, you'd like Earl Strickland if you got to know him like I do. He's a good dude. He'd give you the shirt off his back too. After he punches you, but he will. But seriously, Earl's a good dude in a lot of ways. He's treated me better than many over the years. God, can I dial a friend here? I don't know what to do with this rack.
Felicity's got a link to
Really don't. I could try to
a
hold
recipe
thick on the
for butter
15.
tarts.
Oh, there you go.
He wants to phone a friend here. There's no phone a friend in straight pool high runs.
Nope. God, he's gonna get over 200 while commentating on his own runs.
If there was a phone a friend in straight pool high runs, John's phone would be ringing off the hook all the time.
Wouldn't it?
Everyone in the world, John, what do I do here?
He'd never get an
11.
ounce of rest.
That's right. He's called the 11. Combo is laying nicely. Okay, good shot there. He's picking these apart. Real tough out he's had here. Okay, eyeing up the
14.
114 combo. Yeah, Earl's just a little
Well,
misunderstood. I've
okay.
had some chats with Earl
I'll
too,
take
and
it.
he's got a big heart, and he loves the game more than anybody in the entire world. And he wears his heart on his sleeve, and you can't fault a guy for that.
Nope, that is for certain.
Earl loves the game more than he likes being liked. Yeah, well put. Well put.
Yeah, that was a bad shot.
Yeah, this play-by-play with John mic'd up, it really is priceless. These are once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. So what's his break ball here? Or is he developing one?
I think he may have to develop one
Don't
here.
know if the 4 is any good. It's hard to tell from here. It might be okay. It might be just okay. Over there singing.
Yeah, I'm not really thrilled with how I just
Tater
played
chip.
this.
Butter tarts and Caesars for breakfast. Truly Canadian, says Ben. Yeah.
And the 4 is like in the way.
Butter tarts, Caesars for breakfast, poutine for lunch, ketchup, chips, and KD for dinner.
God, y'all are making me hungry.
What's the chocolate bar?
Which one?
Is it Coffee Crisp that they don't have?
Oh, there's lots.
But there's one in particular that's always brought up. Is it Coffee
Wonder
Crisp?
Bar doesn't.
Wonder Bar.
Yeah,
Wonder
Wonder
Bar.
Bar is
That's
one of
the
them
one.
that's not down there.
And I love Wonder Bars.
Oh, they're so good.
So that's what we're having. We're having butter tarts and Caesars for breakfast, poutine for lunch, ketchup chips for a snack before dinner. Then we're having KD followed by a Wonder Bar for dessert.
Oh man, come on now, bring it.
Leaves the cue ball in the stack, so he gets ball in hand behind the head string. Ensures he's going to get this right where he wants it. A little more distance than he would love.
Ended the
No
cue ball
problem.
in the rack there. No issues. Gets ball in hand.
Well, we got to make a long shot here, boy.
Yeah, Coffee
power.
Crisp and Wonder Bar.
These can these can stress you out for sure, but
Well, I'm going to
What are you
leave you
gonna
guys
do?
with both Ben and John, and I think I'll go check the weather and just double check, make sure you were right on what it's like out there.
That was a good time.
yeah, all the pros really are good dudes. You know, I was watching some serial killer documentaries on YouTube, and it's like, if you think about it, I mean, what's the worst thing these pool players are doing? They don't have a dead body in the trunk, I don't think, but they actually are all really good dudes, and you know, I'm proud to call a lot of them friends. You know, I actually miss getting on tour and playing with a lot of the guys and seeing them. I go like a year at a time without going to a tournament. I sort of miss the camaraderie of having Johnny Archer do things to me that are like illegal in 7 states when we're in the room. But all right,
Too funny. Is he going to put the 4
I
ball
don't know.
back?
See, the
He
thinner I
moved
put the
it with
cue ball, the
rack.
more obviously they'll open, but the more it's missable. So there's a fine line here of setting it
moved
up where
it
you
with
can
the
see down
rack.
the sight line and not missing the dang thing.
I didn't see that. I'd
I
have to
think
go
I'm going
back
to go
and
with this
watch.
right here, see what happens.
Hopefully not.
All right.
But let's
Come
be
on, give me a
real too.
shot.
During Shaw's run, there was some balls moved,
That was a good
or
shot.
when he was
That was a
attempting
pretty good little
the
shot
runs. Maybe not necessarily on the high run itself, but Racker moved the 4 ball with the rack. All right, well, that will change this run, I guess, if he does manage to beat the record.
Okay, now here, what you got to do. I mean, obviously I have this big cluster. I got all kind of problems. So you got to find a way to open these balls
Wow,
without
but-
just taking some wild chance.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's okay if
you want to
he,
shoot
if
a
he
shot
moved it,
that's
he
got
moved
some
it.
insurance. And the problem is, I don't see any. That's a big problem.
Matthew.
Let me
Too
see what I
funny.
can do here.
Yeah, ketchup chips are potato chips
Wow,
indeed.
this is trouble. trouble here.
Yeah, he's playing with Victory Soft Tip Glenn. He's playing with the Predator 626 P3 Edition Q with the Revo 12.4 Victory Soft Tip. And the Town Chalk, which is very necessary for these high runs. Oh, Brandon says, I was looking because it was close,
Yeah, I
but
mean, I don't
Brandon
know what
doesn't
else I'm
think it
supposed to do
moved.
there, guys.
So that's good.
I know Raymond
good.
Linares
I
probably looked
actually
at that
didn't
and
see
just
it.
vomited, but he plays good. He picks the balls off good. I'm proud of Raymond. He's became a hell of a good player. He's running hundreds now. I'm sure he'll do it on me next time I draw him a tournament.
Another
Man, I
shout
gotta
out to
get
a great
everything
player.
unlocked here. God.
Class
7
act,
doesn't
John
pass. I
Schmidt.
know on camera it looks like I could shoot the 7, but I can't. It's froze on there.
Yeah, it doesn't pass.
Isn't that something?
The 9 goes, but he's too steep of an angle to shoot it from here. So I think he's got the 5. Just a little concerned with the end pattern here. Some balls still tied up. Yeah, humble plus super talented is a rare combo, Ron. You nailed it, bud. What's his high run in 9-ball? Ghost pool. Has he tried it? Yeah, I think he mentioned he ran like 24 or something crazy once.
Man, this is like the wrong angle to do anything right here.
Oh, John says he rewound it on YouTube and it didn't move. Good, good. We don't need any controversy in these runs, you know? We don't need anything like that. Tim wants to know, can John hear anybody or is he just mic'd up? So he can't hear us. We can hear him, but he can't hear me unless I yell at him outside of my mic. Good, good. Watched it 4 times. He didn't move it. Yeah, and big shout out to Dave Harding for volunteering to rack for the last 2 days. He's doing an amazing job. And yeah, as Ben DeWolf says, he can hear the folks in the room, but they're all pretty quiet. About 10 people in the room or so watching this man go to work, playing some epic straight pool for us. Looks like the 3 works for a break ball. And I think he's going to leave that ball up table, which he doesn't usually do, but that's the 11 ball up there. So wants to probably use 2 rails here, yeah, to ensure that he has angle on this last ball, so that he can get closer to the break shot.
I almost want to just put the cue ball right back where it is, really.
Nice target to have the cue ball where it is. Love using that as a target. If you have shape, don't play shape, you know. Beautiful little out there.
It's the best I could do.
210.
Sometimes you got to
Boy
take
be flying
what the
today.
table gives you, as they say.
Oh, it sounds like a great event, Brandon.
Yeah, I was just going to say, good luck with that event, for sure. Sounds fun.
So if you guys haven't heard, we're doing the Viewer Advantage Sweepstakes. Tickets can be purchased at our store at www.cslipl.com.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that cue.
Yeah, make sure you get in on that. John's going to draw a lucky winner tomorrow at the end of his runs. One lucky boy.
That's going to be a very special cue, let me tell you, for a couple of different reasons. Number one, there's only 300 of them made. Number two, I play with a Predator, but I don't know why it hits so good. That 626 cue. I think it's got to be a combination of the rosewood with the shaft, with the Revo.
Mm-hmm.
The thing hits amazing.
Yeah, I hit with it too. It hits real sweet. A nice little break shot there. He's on the 5. Jim, yes, they did block off the 2 9-foot tables that are nearest to him.
Right there like that.
So nobody will be hitting balls there.
We kind of put up some chairs, so he's kind of blocked into his own arena.
And we have a camera on one too, so.
Yeah.
What's a skill testing question? They're usually pretty easy, those skill testing questions.
They are.
You're allowed to use a calculator even.
It is a formality of it being a sweepstakes that allows us to abide by the rules. That is why we do sweepstakes over raffles. Raffles are illegal. We've already been hauled in by the City of Calgary Police Department. So we contacted a lawyer out of Toronto and paid him a bunch of money to figure out how to do the sweepstakes. And that's why we have a draw date, not based on the number of tickets sold. So it is a risk every time we run a sweepstakes, because if we don't sell enough tickets to cover the cost, we still have to give the queue away on that date. And then we need the skill testing question to abide by the sweepstakes rules.
Hits like a baseball bat. After John is done tonight, check out Colin's Newey and post up on Facebook, streaming some action from California. We love action.
Yeah, hey, Paul, anybody that did purchase tickets today, I'll get those sent out at the end of the day. Really tough for me to kind of help Ben out on the microphone and also send out tickets, so I get those done at the end of the day. So tomorrow we'll do a cutoff time that's going to be before John ends, and that way I can make sure that everybody who's got a ticket gets a ticket.
That's right. The draw will never be done until everybody got their ticket.
Correct.
Or tickets. John is still mic'd up and still having a great time.
Just singing away, not a care in the world, only run over 200, you know.
Good sign.
Just another day at the office.
He's having fun, you know, and I really love that about this. As long as he's played and as much as he's like mastered this game, he still loves it. 14 in the corner, put the cue ball on the side rail. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Beautiful little out there. 16 racks. 224.
All right.
He's putting up some numbers today. Wow, this is so much fun to watch. So much fun. This is the third run he's given us over 200 balls. Fourth run, rather. He ran a 224 on Wednesday. He ran a 238 yesterday. And today he's running a 346, and he's on a 224 ball run.
Craziness.
All right, next
Maybe
stop,
while you got your Facebook open, you can post on there. John's on a 200 plus ball
sure
run
can,
again. Yeah, just so we let the folks know who want to know. I know some folks, they just kind of sit around and wait for the big run to happen before they tune back in, you know. So make sure you guys are sharing that stream lots for us. Click the thumbs up on the YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our channel as well.
No reason
Like
to
and
shoot
follow
that.
on our Facebook. You'll notice he's getting a little bit quieter as the run progresses. He definitely wants to put up another 300 today. Did you put it in the comments or you put it in as a post?
Oh.
Or you put it in a comment on my last post.
I guess I need to actually create a post.
A new one, yeah. The link for the queue, Dave Jeffrey, I'll put it up after this rack. We don't want to put it up in the middle of a rack, but it is www.cslipl.com. Once again, cslipl.com. Under the shop tab, you will find the way to purchase. Hitting these balls smooth. He's trying to beat Shaw by any means necessary. We've mentioned before, it's not all about beating Shaw here. He'd be thrilled to like put up a 300 ball run a few days in a row.
Yeah, as far as straight pool goes, he's got the running of 100 balls down. He's got 200. That's his record. 300's his record. 400's his record. He's been beat once by one player.
Golly gee.
Raymond's curious how many balls does he look ahead. Definitely
Golly
situational.
gee.
As many as he can.
Well,
What size pockets? Terry wants to know. They're 4 7/8 inches at the corners, and the side pockets are 5 1/4 inch. Pace pals. Yeah, high run pals. I like that. Yeah, he's in dead stroke, right? Super dead stroke.
Oh, a dead punch for sure.
I'm sure he's not thrilled about all these balls still being in a cluster, but he's about to move them right now. Shooting the 14. And he's calculating where all these balls are going. He's not going into these balls blindly.
No,
He wants
he's
to
looking.
Yeah, pick a precise spot and go into them with a lot of control. He's got the one.
Yeah.
But the issue is he doesn't have a break ball yet, unless the 4 is a good break ball, but I don't think it is.
Well, the 3 could potentially be used as a break ball.
Yeah, there's one shot I haven't seen him shoot yet, and it's like when you cut the ball on the side and you send the cue ball off 2 rails into the back of the stack.
Mm-hmm.
But that one doesn't come with much control behind it. It's kind of a go into the back of the stack and hope you get a shot kind of break, which we won't see him use very much.
When's the junior session running for the league that we're doing? We were going to have it this session, but we only got a couple of juniors that signed up, all on different table sizes, so they would more or less be competing against themselves. So as soon as the demand asks us to do it again, then we'll certainly do it again. We're all about it.
See how he elevated his cue a little bit there and played it with lots of siding so he could cheat the angle and avoid crashing into the 3, or the 5 ball rather. Beautiful little shot.
No doubt.
So now he's looking at dropping in on the 4 as the break ball, so I think he needs to play the 3 now.
Yeah, just scooch over exactly where he's looking.
Small drawback here. Not too far. Definitely rather lay on the high side of it. Okay, he came to this side of the ball. That's very, very smart. Now he's guaranteed to have a good angle on the 4. Just wants to make sure that he's crashing into the correct portion of the rack. Oh, he's underhit this a bit. Oh, I think he's actually in pretty good shape there.
Oh, I think he's pretty good.
Wow.
All right, all the rack haters out there, take a look. Make sure Dave gets it right. Big shout out to Dave Harding for volunteering to rack. Throughout the last 2 days, he's doing an absolutely fantastic job.
He sure is. And if that's going to be the go-to mic, you need to find something new, because that rack would have counted.
Right?
But hey, listen, if you want to cling to that, brother, you go ahead. You cling to that.
All good. We won't hate. I signed up in February, which is why I'm asking. Starting to warm up for a big juniors tournament coming in August, so I thought it would be perfect.
It would have been, and we would have loved to have done it.
Well, and as much as, you know, we didn't get enough players for the junior list this time around, it's still amazing practice. So just use the format and just practice it. I think it's the best form of practice.
'Tis true.
Playing the ghost. Wearing his Disney gloves, yeah. Mickey Harding over there. What happens if you grab the last ball and put it in the rack by accident? Well, the good thing is we have a couple different angles here. So we can go back and look and try to replace the ball where it was from a still framed video angle. 2 different angles. So looks like he's got the 1 here. And as you can see, he's got way quieter as this run has progressed. And I really don't blame him.
See, and I don't think it would be an S storm. I think it would do wonderful things for pool, if you want my opinion. I mean, I know my opinion isn't of, very significant value, but
And your screenshot is of the previous run, sir. This run is clean as a whistle. Clean as a whistle. But I know there's some screenshots of that rack out there. I did see them. It was a little high, but it was still a legitimate rack. I just think some of the comments are a little uninformed. So they're not aware that there is a lot of room to work within that area of the rack. But Mike knows all the answers. The run is over, he says. No, not quite. The other thing, I talked to John about this. He's like, "There's no rules to this."
No doubt.
He's like, "BCA doesn't have a rule book for high run
Right.
attempts. Are you kidding me?" He's like, "There is nothing written in stone here." He's like, "It's just kind of like a gentleman's rules."
That's
you
it.
know. Like other than that, it's not. There's no.
Right? Show me
$1 million.
the official rule book.
There's no insurance company putting up $1 million
Right.
prize. Like there's nothing like that. You know, these guys are playing for pride.
That's it.
And John is playing absolutely unreal pool. And if anybody is not enjoying this, then maybe need to see an optometrist. Get your eyes checked.
Right?
Because what a treat this is.
Well, I mean, whether he breaks the record or not, again, just irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
He's got every other record out there. The most 100 run, 200 run, 300 run, 400 run.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, and plenty of folks pulling for him here, and I know he enjoys and appreciates all of you guys tuning in. He's voiced that a few times. He really appreciates it, you guys.
Shit.
There's a good point too, John. John says, besides people saying it's not racked on the spot, people are putting way too much faith in the person that centered the spot up anyway. Who knows if that's even right? For all they know, we have a spot that's way off anyway, right? People would have paid to watch this, but we would never let them pay. We'll never take their money. We're firm believers that the free stream is the way to go, you know?
100%.
Well,
We don't,
252.
we
man, I
don't
got
do
some good songs
pay-per-view.
up in here. They're all stuck in my head.
We're here to grow the
My
game.
dad's not playing Clearwater Revival.
I love CCR.
Nah, I love my posse. He likes to play like the 70s Fogarty and all that stuff. And I'm like, give me the damn remote. Nah, my dad's a great dude. You guys would dig him. He's the smartest guy I've ever met. He knows how to pretty much do everything. He could probably beat me playing straight pool. He doesn't even play pool. All right.
Let it go. Just as Damien says. Thanks, Damien. That was 2 hours ago. That was so 2 hours ago.
Right?
And we got a celebrity in the house, too. We got Mark Kendall, the guitarist of the hit band Great White. Sold up like 100 million records around the world. One of my closest friends. Just a great dude. And he's a good player. He's ran 72 playing straight pool, if you can believe that. So any of you celebs out there want to gamble, I'm going to stake my man, Mark Kendall. All right. I'm going to have to really whap this thing here.
We appreciate you guys tuning in as well.
Yeah, absolutely. As we mentioned a few times throughout the streams, we can't do it without you.
And Tom, rather than sending stars, there's a few different ways
You know what? I
that
think
you
my
can
timing
support
was
what
off
we
of the
do.
break shots. The first 2 days, I was like
One of them being
staring at them.
the
I'm starting to like see it and let it go, see the ghost ball, and just say a prayer. Yeah, well, I got a good record, that's for sure.
one of the ways that you can support is through the Viewer Advantage sweepstakes.
Yeah.
Another way you can support, if you love what John is doing here, he has a GoFundMe that Grant set up for him.
You can just search on
Can't there be a break
GoFundMe
shot somewhere, guys?
under John Schmidt. You'll see that there. But stars is easy too. I'll figure it out. If you want to send them, send them.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
I mean, and if you're ever in the area where we're streaming, just stop by Tim Hortons. Grant takes
I got to deal with
2
those somehow.
sugar, 3 cream.
Other way. I need to
2
be-
cream, 3 sugar.
Right?
Extra large.
I need to get my sweetness from
Hortons.
somewhere, otherwise I get grouchy.
Less talking about racking, more talk about poutine. And yeah, I totally agree with Chris Harper. I think coupled with his other accomplishments, breaking the Moscone record gets him in the Hall of Fame for sure. BCA Hall of Fame. He's already in the Straight Pool Hall of Fame. Oh, and Tom did buy a 626
Yeah,
piece
absolutely.
of cloth.
Yeah.
That's a great way to support John's efforts for sure.
Oh, this is about as tricky as you can want right here.
Dennis says he can't hear anything.
Hey, volume up,
Hopefully everybody else can hear stuff and we're not just talking to ourselves.
right? I would think that most can hear us.
Oh.
What's the current world record? It's 714 balls held by Jason Eli Shaw.
There was one small run in between, so it's not back-to-back.
2 small runs.
2 small runs.
13 and a 56. I'm keeping track of everything today.
There you go.
Chris. Damien, you're never going to live that
Oh,
down.
no doubt.
That's awesome. We can't repeat that on here, but
No.
a great comment there. Chris Hopkins on the Facebook. Pretty much just made my day there. Oh, look at that. Where did Joshua read that? It's actually 669. They ruled a foul on the 45th ball. What?
What?
Joshua is saying it's actually 669. AZ just posted this.
What?
AZ Billiards just posted that? Can you send us the link, Joshua?
Right?
Maybe you can post the link right in the comments there. Because that is a bit of a game changer.
That's a little bit of a game
669 is still
changer.
unreal. But slightly easier to beat than 714.
Right?
Couple more racks less. Johnny looking absolutely great here. Really good break ball in the 12. Just wants to leave a little bit of angle on this ball on the side rail. Put the cue ball out near middle table next.
That would be an amazing little piece of news.
Shortstop on pool says, would be nice to see a list of his runs in order posted on your Facebook page. We can certainly do that.
Yeah, I'll do up a graphic once this is all said and done. Although they will be a little bit delayed. Ben
I'm
and
playing
I
with
are-
like a 21.5-ounce cue. I've never played with a cue this heavy in my life. It's working pretty good.
Ben and I are heading off to Las Vegas on Tuesday. We'll be down for the VNEA. We'll be bringing you all the action there. So by the time we get done here, get what we need to get done before we leave on Tuesday, we may not have all the information from this run, but we'll certainly get it done and some graphics posted.
669. Half the guys on the internet can run that in their sleep. And then they wake up.
Right?
Looks like somebody
Somebody did post
guessed. Well, and somebody guessed a number. They
I'm
emailed in
gonna-
a guess, but it's too late. That was only for the first hour of the
it.
day.
That's right.
Yeah, Grant can read that, the little article there, and then he can fill us in on what it says. Filler can run 1,000 if he truly wants to. Yeah, I'm thinking he probably can. Oh, as such, the BCA has certified and is proud to acknowledge Jason Shaw's 669 as a new 14-1 exhibition record. Unbelievable.
It is true. AZ Billiards just posted it.
He had 714 tattooed on him. He had Mr. 714 tattooed on his bicep, I believe.
Wow, he ball fouled, so it's not a 714, it's a 669.
He has Mr. 714 tattooed on him.
Whoops.
All right, lesson for all the viewers out there. You ever beat a world record, get it verified before you get a tattoo about it. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
5 people ruled it there officially. How are we just hearing about this, right? This must have just came out, like just now.
I'm willing to bet you Mr. John Schmidt does not know.
So not on the 45th ball, on the 45th rack.
45th rack.
Yeah, inadvertently touched an object ball. All ball fouls. All ball fouls.
2.
2 ball. See him call it.
Posted 11 minutes ago.
Straight pool, as much as it's open every ball is an open ball to shoot, you still have to call the ball in the bucket.
Golly, John.
Certainly John is going to be interested to hear that.
Yep.
Certainly.
And wow. I'm kind of shocked, actually.
I think it's hilarious. I love Jason Shaw. I love the guy.
What
I
a
think
shot.
I'm a super fan of his.
Oh, what a shot.
So here's the thing, though. He'd love to be shooting anything other than the 9 here. And I think he is on this 13. Yeah, beautiful, because the 9 is such a great break ball, right? Like
Yep,
at first glance,
would
you think,
agree.
oh, I'll shoot this 9. I'm straight in the side. No, no.
Oh, the 45th ball, so they counted on from that.
Okay.
Got you.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Who's going to tell John? I'll tell John.
Oh, yeah, just not while he's on
Not while he's on this
280
run.
ball run.
Right?
Darren wants to know what our high runs are. Grant has literally played one rack of
I've
straight
played
pool.
one
His
rack
high
of-
run is 14, which is pretty sporty, you know?
For one rack of straight pool, yeah.
And my high run's 106 on the 9 foot.
Oh, I'll tell John. No problem. I'll tell him, but no, I'm not going to do that until after he misses.
He ain't missing today. He's just going to run balls until it's bedtime,
I love it.
till his legs give out. Turns trouble into break ball. Just amazing. Yeah, isn't it really? Just the way he can
The way he sees those
see
out.
it. Oh,
Get it.
Came up
Man.
a little short here.
Uh,
20 racks is 280 balls. The dude is in dead stroke. And this actually isn't that bad. Let's get the other view here.
The thing is,
Oh,
I've
it's
been
not
playing a
terrible.
few days. My chances of making this break shot are a little better.
Just what he said. Because I've been playing a few days. Yeah, that's right.
That's just crazy.
John is the master.
Yeah, I'll tell him it's 670. Exactly.
Oh yeah, totally. Right?
Yep. Congratulations.
Wouldn't that be great?
man. That'd be so epic.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be just
Hey John.
epic.
Hey John, stop shooting for a minute. Just need to tell you something. That's epic. All right, here comes the glove change. Getting a dry glove out.
Yeah,
And
who's
off
gonna
comes
tell?
the mic. Off comes the mic.
Yep.
Good. He's on 280 balls. I was hoping he'd get dialed in here. So he's just taking a little sit down. I love it. I love it. So we'll put up this poster quick. In case you guys are wondering, we are recording from another angle as well for verification. But make sure you guys get in on this draw. The viewer advantage sweepstakes for the limited edition P3 Rosewood Mr. 626Q comes with the extension, wrapless 11.8 Revo shaft. Lots of pressure to make a good rack when it gets 40 plus racks. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on the guy racking the balls too. Big
Right.
shout out to Mr. Dave Harding. Martin says, even at 670, if he's still shooting, you don't say a word.
Yeah, not until he's done his run. If like I said, when I mean, he's not a robot. He'll miss eventually. It's what number is it? Who knows? But once he misses, then I'll tell him.
What if he ties 714? It would be a new world record.
It would be.
And no, that's not a raffle. Somebody commented in there, is that a raffle? Not a
No,
raffle.
It is a sweepstakes.
Sweepstakes, a little bit different. Okay, then where is Mosconi's video? Affidavit from a lawyer, Saul Goodman. Yeah, like, and that's just it. Somebody was saying that too, like, you know, the Jason Shaw's video, the live video got cut out in the middle. Well, no, it was recorded from another angle, but that doesn't really matter. If there were 30 people in the room that saw it,
Yeah, you could.
and they're willing
affidavit
to sign an affidavit,
Yep.
that's what Mosconi's record was. People are so quick to say it's not legitimate if it's not on video.
I think he
Not
wanted
true.
to go off the 3 ball there.
Yeah, go off the 3
Yep.
and draw the cue ball into the 14-6
Mm-hmm.
because this is going to get away from him. This could get away from him pretty quick because that 1-3 is a nightmare. and a 14-6. Now he's looking to see if that's maybe wired off those balls.
Big difference, though, Jeff, between a rumor and confirmation.
Heard it 2 months ago. Well, you know what? We've been hanging out with John for like 3 weeks. He never mentioned it. He keeps talking about the 714, so that's all you need to know.
This is a tricky little rack here. He's got a few issues to solve, but I think the 610 is wired up.
Yeah, the 614 there. Yeah, he's looking. He looked at it to see if it's wired off like the 1-3, and it might be.
Yep, exactly.
It might be.
Push the 5 into a break spot.
Raymond says he wouldn't have changed gloves. You know why he changed his gloves is because his hands are getting real sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
So that glove is actually like soaked. I know, because the same thing happens to me.
That's
and
610.
my glove gets so wet that I can't even hold my cue proper. Yeah, that 614 down there is certainly the issue, you know.
I don't know why my computer screen keeps going black.
Strange for sure. Oh, he goes into the balls. Oh, what a shot that was. What a shot that was.
Wow.
So now he's developed this little problem down here. The only other problem, 614.
Well, and I think the 614 is really not a problem because I think it's wired to go.
He's looked at it a couple times. Hard to tell from here if it's wired. I wasn't a huge fan of him shooting a ball like that.
I think 11 will squeak by that one ball.
Yeah, well, for sure.
But can he use this now to move the 14-6?
He has to be careful he doesn't come off the back of the 14 and scratch, and that's why he didn't even try to do it. You know, it's so easy to go rail first off the back of that and scratch.
Yeah.
You'd hate to have your run end like that.
Yeah, let's have a look at this other angle.
Oh, this way he's going into the top of the balls.
Let's just have a... Oh, no.
Too blurry.
No, it doesn't show it anyway.
Yeah, it won't show. Won't show. The fact that he hasn't moved it yet,
It tells you everything.
yeah, I think that tells us all we need to know. Because the 5's a beautiful break ball. Definitely not moving that.
Wanted to potentially be a little bit further up the table than that.
Mason thought the stream was on loop because he left and he was almost at 350. Tunes back in, dude's at 280 again. Yeah, you think it's on loop with how good this guy plays.
Right?
How many 200-plus ball runs he can put up.
Jason, it wasn't nullified. It was reduced to 669.
And nice that it happened early. If it happened about 5 racks later, then he didn't get the record.
Did he really just shoot that?
Yeah, why not?
At
Backhand.
280.
But why did he go into the 5?
280 backhanded like that?
Yeah, wired combo. I don't think he was trying to go into the 5. I think that was a huge error. Huge error. And it might have been caused by this little backhand shot that he played. Because the 5 was a perfect break ball. He went 2 rails and hit it.
He can still play it just where his hands are, where his glove is, and use that into the side pocket, that 5 ball.
Right there.
Exactly where he was.
Right there.
Yeah.
But this is not ideal. This is like the last thing you want to be doing when you're on 290 balls.
He hit this really, really well when he chopped that into the side pocket the last time.
Get up. Make sure he's got lots of angle. Come on, get up there. Not looking thrilled about it.
No, that's looking a little tougher than he wanted.
Nonetheless, 294 ball run. The dude is like playing unreal. Unreal how good he's playing. That's what I read about Mosconi's record too, hey?
He just stopped
He
shooting.
just stopped shooting.
Got tired.
Can you imagine?
Right?
If only he knew that 70 years later they would be smashing his record, he would have kept shooting. One day I want to be that good.
Right?
that I can just run 700 balls and just say, nah, that's good for today.
Yeah. Do we have the YouTube up? This all looks... Oh, that's YouTube?
Mm-hmm. Clips the head 2 balls, kids, says Ron. Easy to get stuck into the back of the rack, though. I don't like playing back there. Yeah, that's why he didn't play the ball on the end rail, right?
Yep.
Yeah, John's not thrilled with himself. He can make this work, though. That's a follow to break through the rack.
Yeah, you think about the felt and the equipment used back in those days and the advantage that we maybe have today.
Also, some conflicting stories. He missed a 6 ball on the side. Mosconi.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a book. It's in his book. All right. Well, I guess we'll believe that. I'd quit at 7:13 just to annoy the internet. Somebody else said they would quit at 7:14 just to keep it real.
God, he's got to punch this, force the angle.
So for this, it's not so much about the fact that he can't get a lot of movement out of the rack. He wants to ensure he's on a ball. I think he can chip like maybe the 7 out, you know? Oh, now he's looking at going 1 rail. Yikes. Big shot here. Doesn't help when somebody miscues over on the other table. Come on, Jeff. 294 ball run, still real good. Nothing wrong with that in my books.
Amazing.
Tough to cut that ball in the corner, you know?
Yep, absolutely.
He just landed in a funny, like, little last few balls in the pattern. When he shot the ball behind the back, went 2 rails and moved the break ball. That was the ender.
Yeah. Well, and I think on that when he shot the 6 ball in, if he comes up a little bit higher up the table for the 5 into the side, I think he would have sat a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. So should we see if he wants a dinner break? Or?
Yeah, I think we're just going to make it a dinner break.
All right.
Yeah.
I will. I'll go inform him, and I'll let you close this down for the folks.
Sounds good. So once again, guys, we're going to take a quick little dinner break, and we will be back. We're going to do an evening session, so a little bit different today. So before we sign off, I'm going to give you a couple of different options to help Mr. Schmidt out. If you appreciate what he's doing, these are now available on our website, cslipl.com. You can own a piece of history. It is the 626 run. That's the one that broke the 65-year record. Make sure you get on there, grab one of these. They're not going to last long. On top of that, you can go on to GoFundMe, search for John Schmidt. Give him a little bit of love there, help with his expenses in coming up and putting on such an amazing show for us so far. Still lots to come, lots to go. On top of that, if you haven't done so, make sure you pick up one of the Viewer Advantage sweepstakes.
They want to hear John's reaction.
Oh, for sure. We'll get John in here. Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Hey, John. You want to take 1 minute and sit on the mic for a sec?
Yeah. So make sure you pick up one of the tickets for the 626Q. $20 per ticket gets you in it to win it. Don't read nothing. Okay, just sit there. Don't look at nothing. Okay. So make sure you get in on this again. Same website. Same website, cslipl.com. Click on the shop button when you get there, and let's get a reaction here from John. Wait a minute. So, some new news for you.
Okay.
That just came out 15 minutes ago. That the Jason Shaw record of 714
is actually like a 668.
It is a 669.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about that. I think, I mean, in my mind, it's 714 because, the all ball foul thing, while I appreciate it, I mean, we're using a template, which you can't do.
but we got to like play all ball fouls. I mean, if we're going to play by the rules, then play by all of them or not. That's so in my mind, Jason's got a 7-14, and that's what I would have to run. And I don't figure to run that. Nobody figures to ever run that. What he did was like getting like 4 hole-in-ones in a row. It's just like a once-in-a-lifetime run. I mean, he beat his second high run by like 330 balls. Mm-hmm. Well, if I do that, I run like 850.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's say I get lucky and beat my second highest run by 320. I mean, you never know what the balls are going to do. And, no, Jason's got the record, whether it's 669, 714, whatever. It's an incredible thing he did. And, I'm like the Phil Mickelson to the Tiger Woods. Like, Tiger's Jason's the best, and I'll try to be second best. I figure there's 7 billion people on the planet. If I'm the second highest run, then I'm going to have to live with that. But, my 626 might get beat 4, 5, 10 times in the future.
Well, and quite honestly, so I said this earlier, John, and I know you're going to appreciate this, where I said earlier that I hope you do beat the record, and I hope then somebody beats that record again, whether it's Shaw or somebody else, because I think it's doing amazing things for the game of pool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's creating a lot of attention.
Yeah.
It's giving us a platform to do
Right.
events like this.
Well, I was done playing. I mean, I wasn't going to play straight pool anymore. I had the record. I was kind of moving on to other things, getting in some one-pocket matches, maybe play a couple tournaments. Mm-hmm. And now this has sparked my interest, and it kind of gives me a chance to show what I'm capable of. And I think that, I play the game good enough to threaten numbers. And I'm really trying to just beat my own little mini records because they're important to me. Nobody else cares. But, I'd like to run 400 a couple more times and 300 a couple more times and all that stuff. Little mini records.
Let's talk about that a little bit, right? Where, Shaw has the top dog record as of right now. And confirm with me so I make sure that I'm correct. When you're looking at 100-ball runs, you've got the record. When you're talking 200-ball runs, you've got the record. When you're talking 300-ball runs, you've got the record. 400-ball runs, you've got the record.
I mean,
on all of them.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, high runs matter. I'm not going to say it doesn't. A high run matters. I was proud to have it at 626, but I take pride in the fact I've run 400 8 times and 333 times and 200 about 240 times. Mm-hmm. And so, somebody's going to have to beat those numbers too. For me to just say uncle. But no, I'm all about the high run thing, too, because that's an exciting thing. To run 714 is amazing.
It's like winning the Grand Slam is having that high run number, right? Mm-hmm. And I know you've got it in you. I know you're more than capable of doing it.
I am.
Right? If you catch lightning in a bottle, I think we could see some miraculous things happen.
Sure.
You came close to scare us a a little bit here. We're getting
Well, I'm gonna run numbers like that every day. I averaged over the 4 months when I did the thing. I averaged like 290 per day.
Yeah,
high run. So that's about expected. That 346 and 294. Well, I mean, now that was pretty good because those were within 2 innings.
Well, and I think
the
I'm conditions,
pretty happy with that.
You know what I mean? So here we're sitting. We're sitting 5:30 on a Friday night, knowing you're heading home tomorrow. Or sorry, on Sunday. Tomorrow is the last day. So does that factor in? Does it play in?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm pressing a little bit, but I mean, I can do this again somewhere else on another table. But I'd really like to. I'd like to play right here on this table, right here at Leather Pocket in Calgary, because everything's like I want, and everybody's treating me great, and I really am bummed I don't have another like 2 weeks or something. Just like I said, not to break 714 because I don't think I could ever do that. I would just like to see how many 300s I could put up, how many more 400s, and maybe break 500 once more. That'd be fun.
So let's confirm then that if it doesn't happen between today and tomorrow, and you don't break it on one of your other options that you've got on the table as far as time frame, can we confirm the option of potentially having you back here before the Canada Open? We won't confirm 100%.
Yeah, I can't.
But the option is open to you.
It's hard for me to commit, but boy, I'd sure like to. I mean, you guys have just treated me like gold, and I'm having a blast. And I think a lot of people, they kind of forget like. This is fun for me. This isn't work. I'm getting to play pool. If that's the biggest problem that I got in life is that I missed a ball at 295, then I'm doing pretty well. And I'm just having a blast and really getting a chance to and I'll tell you something, talking about this cue, and I know you're raffling off this cue, and I'm biased because it's the 626, but I have never been a player that's like obsessed with the hit. You've never heard me in 20 years talk about this cue hits good and this hits good and solid and all that stuff. But there is something about this cue, the way it hits. I had the P3 black with the steel joint, played great, loved it. But this one, I really like the way it hits. Yeah. Whatever that means. I don't even know what that means exactly to say a cue hits good. But there's something about it, the way it feels and sounds, and it just is balanced amazing. And that last run there, I actually left my extension on, so my cue was like 21.5 ounces, which wouldn't make sense on a real fast table, but it felt good. I kind of liked it. I was trying to do my little Shane Van Boening impression, use the extension, and it felt pretty good. I could see why he does it.
Well, and I mean, I do it too. I play with a 4-inch extension on my cue at all times. Right? It's not just for the break shot. I play with it at all times, and that's. Right. I think it's partially because I'm a taller guy, and I want to be able to stretch out a little bit. Well, more for me, it's just standard cue.
Helping me not have to reach as far because I'm trying to save my back and everything. So I'm able to like reach shots without really stretching out my left arm and getting that burn in my shoulder blade and all that stuff. So it's probably helpful, but. Yeah, I'm proud of those 2 runs today. They're more like in line with what I was hoping for and expecting. As far as running 500, 600, 700, that'll happen just kind of when the balls decide. That's you'll get like right there. I get stuck. Let's say I nip that 5 in, and then I get a dead ball, and the next time I get stuck, and that's how the big runs tie together. So, but I feel like the thing is, I play 9-ball the same speed as this. Just nobody believes me. So I'm kind of glad that I'm getting to play at least some kind of pool in front of people. They don't forget about me.
That's right. Well, listen, you can't run straight pool like this and not be good at putting from 1 to 9 in a pocket.
I know how to run them in numerical order too.
Yeah. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank you, John, for coming up. And I know it's a little bit premature because we still have a little bit to go tonight. And all day tomorrow. So let's take a dinner break.
Yeah, dinner break, and then I'm going to go at it again. Yeah.
Yep. But I do want to put this up here while I've got you on the mic, because this to me is really significant, right? This is a piece of history that now everybody, or at least the next 100 people, get a chance at, which is the 626 cloth, individually numbered, hand signed by you. Right. These are now available on the website. You were selling these at $75 plus shipping when you had them. They're now available through us at Q Sports Live for $60 plus shipping. And if you want one of these guys, pick it up because it is true history. Yeah. This is the cloth that was on the table, correct?
Yeah, that's a piece of cloth from the table. It was my wife's idea to cut the cloth up into 626 pieces and to do the little certificate. Obviously, no 2 people can have a piece of cloth with the same number. And I think I sold a couple hundred of them at $75 a piece, and then I've quit selling them. I've been busy. I got the hand surgery, and I had all this stuff going on. And so I've still got like 400 of them. And I think they're, that's the cloth. Yeah, that's the cloth that broke the record. So
that's it.
I think some people will appreciate it, and I'm thrilled and flattered to send them out to you.
Well, I can tell you, one will be on my wall, one will be on Ben's wall, right? But if you want them, guys, they are available. They're at cslipl.com. Click on the shop tab when you get there. The other thing that you can get while you're on that spot is exactly what John was talking about. This 626Q. It is the wrapless version, comes with the 11.8 Revo shaft as well as the matching extension.
Oh, sweet.
Right? That's a first out of Predator to include that. And so those tickets, $20 per ticket, gets you in it to win it on that. That'll be drawn tomorrow by Mr. John Schmidt himself. For anybody that did buy a ticket today, I will get those cut up in the evening time. And again, available on the website. Now, if you're not interested in the queue or in the cloth, but you still want to help John out, there is one other way. That is the GoFundMe page. You can search that up on GoFundMe under John Schmidt. You'll see it. Help him out. Make some donations.
Yeah, I do appreciate the little donations. I kind of wish if there was 1,000 viewers, everybody sent $5 instead of one person trying to, take the load. But it does help because my travel expenses to come out and do this have been pretty intense. But again, I am just having a ball. I appreciate everybody tuning in and watching and giving me a chance to do my thing.
Absolutely.
And this is a good practice for me if I had to play tournaments or 9-ball or one pocket or whatever.
Well, I think it really does take in and put you, on the spotlight for you to be able to showcase who and what you are, your abilities, be able to mic you up as well so that people can kind of get an idea of personality, that you're just a solid guy. John.
I try to be. That's how I was raised. I try to treat people as nice as they treat me.
That's
and,
it.
That's all I can do, right?
I gotta give you the props here too, because you're a funny, witty guy. Between you and my wife, I mean,
no, your wife's way funnier than me. But you have to make fun of yourself like I do to make it in pool. Otherwise,
well, listen,
you'll
the
go
only
crazy.
time I'm funny is the way I look. That's how I get funny. But listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate who you are as a human being, and I can't wait to see what happens here
Right
over
on.
the rest of tonight and into tomorrow. So
Yeah,
don't
me too.
go-
It'll be fun. Yeah, let's see if we could just keep putting some nice numbers together. I mean, I'm proud of a 294. It's a good run. I came up about 1.5 inches, 2 inches short for that ball on the side.
I figured you wanted more
and then
angle on that.
the shot that I shot in the corner and missed, I had to hit that with inside ingots. Otherwise, I wouldn't have caught the rack coming off the rail. So
Yeah.
that added so much difficulty that, of course, it didn't go in. But and I choked a little. I mean, there's a lot of heat on me there, But that's what life's all about.
Isn't
It's
that
fun.
the game?
It's exciting.
Isn't
You're
that the game?
alive when you're choking, right? All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right, guys. So on behalf of myself, John Schmidt, Ben Francis, the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go too far. It won't be long. We're just going to go and have a quick little dinner break. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back here just after dinner.